This is number one bullshit.
This is Bruce Buffer, and this is the moment you've all been waiting for. It's time for the MMA Holes!
Mixed martial a-holes. MMA holes, MMA holes, MMA holes, MMA holes, MMA holes. You like to be a mixed martial a-hole. MMA holes, MMA holes, MMA holes, MMA holes, MMA holes.
No way.
From the Queen Studios of New York, BMF Jorge Masvidal. He is your champion of the BMF. UFC 244 recap. MMA news, mostly UFC 244 recap. Episode number 100 of the MMA-Holes Hour with the MMA. Ho! She's here. She made it to the show after her oral surgery. JBH, how are you?
I'm wonderful, wonderful, Moss. How are you?
Wonderful, wonderful.
I am wonderful, wonderful. And if you're just jumping in, it's a big show for the MMA Holes. I should have put 100 on the screen.
Yes.
Should I do that now? Nah.
Sure, go for it.
Should I? Okay, you tell them how your mouth feels. I'm going to do that right now.
No, I don't want. Why?
Well, so I can.
All right.
I'm not just like this. You know, feel some. How's your mouth,
I
Jesse?
went to get my wisdom teeth pulled today. All 4 of them, and I feel great. I was like a balloon this morning.
My foot was a balloon.
Not quite like that anymore. So, a little sore, but I'm good. I feel more ready than ever. And we've got the Giants on in the background, but we're not going to get distracted by that.
No. Jessie is a goddamn trooper. She really is a trooper. Her mouth got opened up, and they stuck things in there. Not phallic things, like doctor, dentist things in there.
Yeah.
And she took it like a champ. She came out of the office. Her face was like a big walnut face, like she was just hiding nuts in her face.
Yeah.
And here she is. She is here. She's live with the Holes. She's hanging with the boys.
Hanging with the boys.
All right, so I'm trying to get that 100 up here because I
Thanks,
just
Flat Earth.
I got to do that, right? I have to.
Yeah.
Let's just go like this 100. Here we go, Jesse. Check this out.
Have me on Vicodin, 800 milligrams of ibuprofen, and amoxicillin.
There we go. Look at that, Jesse. How what do you think about that? I would have put a GIF.
That's fantastic, Moss.
But here, 100.
Look at that.
Put 100 right over here.
100th show.
Right in the corner. Right over there.
Save the
So just
100th
keep that over
show.
there. 100th show. There it is. Beautiful. All right, here we go.
Wonderful.
This is the 100th show. Now, people are like, wait, hold on. You do a lot of other shows, and how could this be your 100th show? Well, we probably have around 800 videos on this channel. And this show is the 100th MMA Hole Hour. The MMA Holes Hour, I should say. That is the name of this show, and it was a mockery of the MMA Hour with Ariel Helwani. I got shut down by the Vox. The Vox did not like the MMA Holes, so I fired back and decided to put the MMA Holes Hour together. Here we are 100 episodes later, and where is Ariel's MMA Holes Hour, or an MMA Hour, or Luke Thomas's MMA Hour?
Now it's like
it's nowhere.
Yeah, it's
not
like
in
floating
existence.
off in the midst of nothingness.
It's gone. It's gone. But the MMA Holes Hour is here, and this is 100. So everyone drop the hundreds in the chat.
Wonderful, wonderful.
As we are here, we are live, and we are hanging with the boys.
Hanging with the boys.
Yes, it feels good. It feels wonderful, wonderful. Hello, chat.
Be alive.
Now, these people in the chat are here on our 100th episode, so I'm going to take a head count right now.
Okay.
Let's see who we got here. We got Get Right. We got Flat Earth Deacon. We got who? Oh, my God. Look at them all. Alpha Predator. Fresh Tortilla is here. Joel Miller's here. Daniel's here. Ozzy Cat is here. Pulse is here. And it goes on and on.
Super chat.
Super Chat PBR.
Damn good card. How you guys be? JBHI as fuck? Hey to all the holes out there. Waving, waving, waving.
We are wonderful, wonderful. If you
Wonderful.
ever
wonderful.
wanted to know, we're always wonderful, wonderful over here.
Yeah.
And JBH, are you high
No.
off the Vicodin?
No. I take my prescriptions responsibly.
Now, let me tell you how much I love the people before we get into this crazy show, and we have a lot to talk about with UFC 244. I love each and every coffee. Oh no!
Wonderful, wonderful.
I love each and every one of you so much that I am doing a live stream with my beautiful girlfriend, and the Giants are on right now. Okay, the Giants are playing the Cowboys. It's a division game, and this means a lot to me. The Giants suck this year, and this is like a playoff game. Very, very important game over here. You may say the season's over. It's kind of not, because our division's so shitty. So if I burst out into weird shit, it's because of these assholes on the other side. Not a football reaction, unless it gets really close at the end. So we will talk about the BMF. But this is how much I love you. It's how much I love the community. And to the people that love football and hanging with the boys.
Hanging with the boys.
You are some dedicated mofos. All right, so here we go. If you look at our thumbnail, there's 3 things on here. And one we just threw in last minute because Amanda Nunez decided to pose naked for those belts. Real quick, Jesse, what do you think of that picture of Amanda Nunez?
I think it's I can't stop taking my eyes off of it.
Yeah. Now,
I mean,
some people are attracted to it.
Wait.
Some people like it.
I can't take my eyes off of it is what I meant.
You can't take your eyes off of it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's a train wreck or if it's attractive. I can't really figure it out. You know, she looks toned in the picture. She has the newer belt around her boobies and the other belt around her groin. So that's that. Let me know in the chat what you think about this picture.
It's phenomenal.
Is it turning the chat on? Is it beautiful? I mean, what a way to start the show, right? It's a weird-looking bra and panties.
You can't stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
We got Connor H.
We out here. Flex biceps. 100th Mahal hour baby, let's go.
Yeah.
Future baby, shout out to the Carnage crew baby, 2 victory royals.
Yeah.
JBH, hope the surgery went good. Hope everyone's day is wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful,
Love you
wonderful.
guys.
Love you, Connor
We
Hernandez.
love you too. Yeah, look at that. Shout out to the Carnage crew on the
That's
second
right.
channel. So what do you think about that, Jess?
Well,
You like that?
listen, they'll only know what the Carnage crew is if they subscribe. Link in the description below.
There you go. Shameless plug to our second channel. So this is the BMF card. This is the UFC 244. And there's a lot to get into here. So we're going to squeeze this into the hour unless someone saves the show, of course. But let's just talk about the BMF right off the bat. Masvidal versus Diaz. Some say it was a controversial finish. I don't think it was a controversial finish, but I understand why people are saying this. Now, this is quite the debate that's going around here. Dana White was quoted as saying that, you know, he thought that it was a bad stop and he was all upset at the time, and then he saw the cut and then had a change of heart.
Yeah.
Now, I think when we were watching it live, I think we were like, you know what? That probably was a good stop. And it's almost reversed for me. You know,
super chat.
Fresh tortilla, what do you have to say?
Told you that boy was gonna lose $500 and called RD3.
There you go.
Smiley face.
Well, yeah, I guess you get the finish for that, right? I mean, doctor stoppage, would that be, betting wise, would that be considered a finish?
Yeah, it's still, I mean.
I guess so, right?
Yeah, there's still a winner announced.
Yeah, it's a
for that.
KO. Good job. The doctor must have had some money on the fight, too. Now, all right, let's look at this cut. There it is, Jesse, on our thumbnail. All right. And you can see the burned 100 on his neck. You know, he's so dedicated to the
Looks
show.
great.
The cut is on the top of the right eye and underneath the right eye, but the big meaty cut is on top of the right eye.
Right.
And, looking at this thing, it looks pretty bad, right? I mean, I think we can all agree that looks pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
The first thing that everyone says is Tyson Fury, his fight in boxing, how they let that thing keep going, and that thing was horrific. You're looking at Nate Eyes here, and you're like, well, I've seen some pretty bad cuts, and they let it go. For some reason, this doctor has a habit of stopping fights, and people are upset.
Well, I wouldn't really say the doctor has a habit of stopping fights. The doctor has to look out for the well-being of any fighter.
Well,
He just happens to get fights that warrant a stoppage.
yeah, I mean, Michael Chandler, he said he had a broken leg, and he didn't. So, some people are like, what's up with this guy? Nate Diaz is not happy with this guy. He said he could keep going, but he's just a tough motherfucker. So, I mean, or a bad motherfucker,
Wonderful, wonderful.
So he's going to go in there and he's going to die in that cage. They have to look out for the best interests of the fighters. Now, if you look at the first 3 rounds of this fight, let's be serious here. And I was rooting for Nate. I had my Nate Diaz shirt on. I was rah-rahing, and I would have won this belt behind me. Jesse, you should probably have this belt on and be gloating right now.
You're right, I should.
You should get that.
But
you're not going to.
I'm attached to
Yeah, okay. But the 3 rounds, I have to be honest with you. It was such a lopsided fight. I mean, especially the first 2. Jorge fucking killed him. I mean, he beat the living shit out of Nate. There was even a soccer kick at one point. And, Nate was credit for being a zombie like he usually is.
Yeah.
Nate was getting mutilated in that fight. He was getting pieced up all over the place. And it's amazing that Masvidal didn't finish him. Now, when you saw the 3rd round, yes, you could say it shifted a little bit, I don't know if it's because I was rooting for Nate that I was like, whoa, hey, Nate's coming back here. But let's be honest, even in that round, Jorge did a number on Nate. Between the 3rd and 4th, the doctor says no more fighting. Now, there are hardcore Nate fans out there that are saying, this is fucked up. This is a bad stoppage. Nate turns it up. Nate even said that he couldn't run, like running is his thing and his cardio. He planned this fight to turn it up in the later rounds, 4th and 5th. And I believe him in that. I actually do believe him in that. I believe that 4th round, Nate would have been a fucking mutant.
You can't stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
We have a drunk savage coming in.
So did they give you your wisdom teeth back so that you can put them under your pillow for the tooth fairy?
Oh, that's funny.
Also lock up your pills for the ghost of Steve Johnston is out there.
Oh, shit.
And did you get my package?
Yes.
Shout out to all the OG MMA
It's
holes.
in the other room.
Oh, okay.
I did get it, and I opened it off air because I wanted to see what it was. And thank you so much. Drunk Savage was so kind to get me the racing version of Crash Bandicoot for my recovery time to play PS4.
There you go. Now, if you wonder why Jesse's talking a little weird, if you're new to the show or whatever, Jesse did have her wisdom teeth yanked out of her face, all 4 of them. So she's a complete badass and fucking giant suck.
I'm the real BMF here.
So Jesse is a pretty bad motherfucker. So they stopped this fight,
Yeah.
and a lot of people are like, this is messed up. This is a robbery. You have to run it back. Nate Diaz says he was about to turn it up in the 4th. And you can make assumptions, but here's the deal. You look at the cut. And you say, other fights, maybe they wouldn't have stopped it. Maybe they would have. You don't want his eyeball to fall out. You don't want something serious to happen. You want to see Nate Diaz fight again. Now, he has to get surgery because of this. He has to get this thing fixed up. And it's a shame that all this scar tissue over here just is going to keep on opening up. So hopefully after the surgery, maybe they could do something where they keep that thing together. But I don't think they will.
Yeah.
It looks like it's always going to open up.
Yeah, it's always going to be a problem. And Diaz was even talking about it, how it's just at that point now that the way his skin healed up when he first got that scar, that it's always just going to open up like that.
Yeah, and I think he hit him with an elbow or something. Regardless of what it was inevitable. And man, did Masvidal hit him. He fucking hit him hard. So it sucks that this fight went down this way because it is ironically the baddest motherfucker belt. And to be stopped, like with a doctor stoppage where the other fighter wanted to keep going, it's just like, they got to really go for it. But I am okay with it. I really am okay with the stoppage. And it leaves a bad taste in my mouth. It's ironic how it ended. But it is what it is. That's how I'm going to go with this. Do I want to see this run back? The answer is yes. Yes, I do. They're probably not anytime soon because I think they're going to move Masvidal to a title shot. I think that probably makes sense because he's got this hype going on. But what do you think about the stoppage, Jess?
Listen, the doctor, like I said, has to do what's safe for the fighter, so...
Hold that thought.
You can't stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
And here we got Vlad.
Masvidal was clearly a step ahead and stronger than Diaz. I like Nate, but to assume that he would magically turn the fight around is delusional. Nate should take that doctor stoppage as a gift. Also, shout out to all the Vigos, bro.
There you go. Vlad making some good points and giving the shout out over there. Thank you, Vlad. Appreciate it.
I think the doctor's always going to, his job is to do what's safest for the fighter. And, you pointed out some examples of when the doctor stopped fights where it didn't actually happen, like the broken leg and everything. But with this, it's like, how is he supposed to know? He sees a nasty cut over the eye of Diaz, and he's gotta he's got to make a judgment call in that very moment. You know, it's not always an easy call to make, and that's why we're not all doctors in the fight game, you know? So I think it was a fair stoppage. Even Dana White said afterward, he goes, I thought it was a bad stoppage. Then I saw his cut after the fight, and it was pretty bad. And he said that even that was a fair stoppage.
Now, if you have money on the fight, which we did, I could see how people get upset. I get it. You know, I can see how people throw their arms up in the air and be like, what the hell? This is the baddest motherfucker fight. You got to let these guys go. But I want to see Nate fight again. I want to see more fights in the future, and he's got to fix that face up. So it is what it is. The stoppage was done. It left a bad taste in my mouth, but it was a great event. So I'm not going to argue. Let's see what the chat says about this stoppage. Maybe you don't like that stoppage. You're fucking furious. Let us know.
Ever for Grosso says, what's up, MMA holes?
You want me here? I'm going to read this shit, Jesse. You rest that mouth.
Appreciate
for God's sakes. Colby will be out for a long time. Winner of Usman. This is Coco Butt. We got a donation coming in. PBR, what's up?
Try getting your wisdom teeth taken out by a naval corpsman. Worst time ever.
Oof.
My brothers had that done. They don't give you like...
They did it in the Navy?
In the Marine Corps.
Oh, Marines? I'm sorry.
And they didn't give them like pain relievers or anything. They literally yanked their teeth out. No pain relievers after. Just had to deal with it. That's
fucking nuts. George dominated. A great fight, but I think Nate's scar tissue is bad. Let's see. Kevin Lee says Benjamin. Oh, we're going to get to Kevin. Fury didn't have to worry about getting caught by a choke, which would have peeled his face right off. Yeah, Kainoto, I mean, right? You make a good point. And thank you for the sub. Who we got? Safid Baker. If you think about it, like imagine like they're on the ground rolling around. And what about this? No one's talking about this. I think it was between the first and second round. I want to vomit just talking about this. Nate grabs the towel, puts it on his face, and just starts like his adrenaline's going, and he just goes over the cut in his corner, pulls his hand away. It's like, dude, you're gonna rip your fucking face off. He literally like pulls his cut down.
Ugh,
and
I didn't see that.
Yeah, I almost fucking puked at the moment. I want to puke just thinking about this shit. Nate doesn't give a fuck. He'll rip his face off and keep going. But I mean, yeah. Now, if Nate almost pulled his face off in the corner, could you imagine what Jorge would do? I mean, if Jorge gets on top of him or wraps around him, is trying to grab at his face, you know, as a fighter, there's a bullseye right there. Yeah. I mean, you don't want to permanently hurt your opponent, but if you're in a fight inside a cage, you're gonna target the cut. You're gonna fucking go for that thing. I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I don't think I want to see that. I don't think I want to see a face off. So that's just me. Motherfucker is right. Flappy says Flat Earth. Arizona in this hole says ever. Let's see what else we got in here. The fight should have not been stopped, says Cheryl. All right, Cheryl, help me out here. I need your help. Tell me why this fight shouldn't have been stopped. Because I get it, but this is for the BMF, right? He was getting dominated. I'm not going to say, I don't want to be the guy. Here we go, Vlad.
Stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Your niggas see Colby come out with herpes in his press conference.
Yeah.
Also, did you guys ever go back and watch Shob expose Colby for buying hookers on Food Truck Diaries?
I sure did.
I did
not. Did you see it, Jess?
No, don't tell me.
Oh, it's so... Shob didn't just expose him. Like, it's not like he just brought it up. He kept going with it and was just fucking digging the grave for Colby. Just completely exposing him. Wow. Run that back. If you haven't seen the Food Truck Diaries with Shob and Cejudo, he basically pulls Cejudo out of his character, too, and then has this conversation. Definitely worth watching. What did he say before that? I missed what he said. Hold on. I forgot I should say. Let's see. Oh, yeah, Colby's herpes. Yeah, he did show something on his face. Shout out to Colby's herpes. So I don't want to be the guy that says, oh, man, Nate could have came back there. You know, Nate could have came back and won. Listen, he was turning it up in the third. Things were turning around. It would have went his way. This and that. I don't have a crystal ball. All I saw was meat hanging off the face. The guy that I was rooting for was the guy with the meat hanging off the face. At the time, I was like, fuck, this sucks. But let's be serious. Do you want to see the guy's full face ripped off? Like, and a lot of fighters were saying that the cut wasn't that bad. Like, if they were in there. But of course, they're fighters. The doctor's job is to go in there and protect these athletes. Yeah. And you want to see Nate fight again with a face, Maybe you want to see Nate fight with no face. I don't know. Would you like to see Nate fight with no face?
Yes, very much.
Yeah, I think I'd probably want to see that too.
Yeah.
Anyway, 50 likes. Let's beat up the ceiling, friends. We got 200 people hanging. We're going to take some phone calls, talk UFC 245. Blah, blah, blah. Light fist.
I've got 50 likes. You've got 50 likes. We've got 50 likes. MMA-Holes 50 likes. I've got 50 likes. You've got 50 likes. We've got 50 likes. MMA-Holes 50 likes. I've got 50 likes. You've got 50 likes. We've got 50 likes. MMA-Holes 50 likes.
Yes,
The
baby.
dislikes can choke on the dick.
Choke on that dick, too. And 65 people hanging.
Hanging with the boys.
I see the rest of you, the 212 in there. I see you in there. Make sure you like this shit because Jessie is doing this after her wisdom teeth were yanked out of her face. Should they not like a video because of that?
I think they should like it just because it's our 100th episode.
No, I'm trying to play the guilt trip.
Oh.
So like the shit out of this. What are you doing? Get your thumb out of your ass and put it in the fucking like box right over here. All right. So that's that. We're going to get back into that fight, but I think we've covered it enough. And when we open up phone calls, if there's a save the show, shit, it's 10:20. Okay, I'm going to try to rattle through this, and hopefully someone saves the show. And this is how this works. When there's 5 minutes left in this show, whatever the donation is, we add that much more minutes to the clock and extend the show. So at 10:55 Eastern time, we will start this clock. Okay, so let's look at the rest of this card. I'm going to blast through this because there is a lot of shit to talk about here. How the Giants doing? Did they just catch that? Hold on a second.
Yeah, they caught it and they ran about 40 yards.
Okay, I'm sorry. I need the Giants to win. All right, so the second fight, co-main events. Darren Till gets a very important win against a Kelvin Gastelum. Gastelum did not look the way I thought he would look in this fight. And you got to give credit to Darren Till. He had to be super nervous going into this thing, going up at middleweight, fighting a tough guy in Kelvin. And he did what he had to do to win this fight, right? It was a decision. Some people were very upset about this fight. I thought it was fairly entertaining. I wasn't completely... I've seen way worse fights than this. Way worse fights. Right, Jess?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't mind. I actually liked this fight. And I completely expected the outcome, but I kind of don't know why everyone was shitting on it so much. We've seen worse.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, maybe because it's the co-main event. You know, you want to see... I mean, and the rest of the card was fire. I mean, it was after the Stephen Thompson versus Luque fight. You come off of this Luque Thompson fight, the fight of the night, and then you go into the co-main. It's a tough act to follow. And we're going to get into the Thompson fight in a second because that was insane. Darren Till going up, middleweight, fighting Kelvin Gastelum, getting the win. This is a big deal because now you can throw him in the mix. Now, the UFC has to be careful. They moved him up too quick at 170, right? And they even admitted this. So now what do they do with Till? How do you handle this Darren Till, Jess?
Honestly, like, he's going to get some heavy hitters thrown at him, and he's just going to have to take it. If he wants to stay in this weight class, he's going to have to prove himself. There is no safe thing to do here.
Now, I see a lot of people in the chat saying Gastelum looked like shit, and I agree. Do you think, and this is, I've been joking around with a lot of people about this, first down Giants. Yes, fuck yeah. I've been joking around with people and saying, well, Till didn't win, Gastelum lost. Gastelum didn't look like himself. And he did look like a shell of himself in that fight. Do you think that was the reason? Like, as much as I'm joking around, maybe that is the reason.
I wonder if Gastelum was playing it safe because nobody knew how Till would be at middleweight. So he had to, and he didn't really know what to expect in Till's game at middleweight. So maybe he wasn't a shell of his former self. Maybe he was just a little more cautious in this fight.
Okay. And JBH is going to be short with the answers. She does have those wisdom teeth out. The Giants are 1st and 10 right now. Approaching the 40. Here's Daniel Jones running and gets a first down. Fuck. It's 16-12 Cowboys. Wow, did they pop Jones late? Anyway, I'm sorry. I apologize. This fucking game is going to fucking kill me.
There's a fight. There's
a football fight now on the sidelines. All right. Anyway, I got to get my attention back to you guys. Anyone watching the game with us? Go Cowboys. How dare you? How dare you? All right, Chad, what did you think about the Gastelum Till fight? What are your thoughts on this situation, this fight? Some people say it sucked. Some people say that Kelvin shit the bed. You know, I mean, Darren got the win, so what's next? JBH deserves wine time. Yeah, I can't. I don't know if she could drink on medication.
No,
I think that'd be bad.
Cannot.
Till is a boring kid. There have been a few fights that he has been boring. Gastelum, hold on, I looked at his best, takes that fight easy. He didn't show up. The Bruins won. New York sucks basically, especially the Giants. Well, you suck. How about that? Let's see. Got the game on. See, Vlad's a hardcore football fan. The doctor just called the end to my Giants game. Oh, no. I'd be pretty pissed. Any Giants fans in the chat? I mean, this game is pretty fucking important. They're 2-6, playing a shitty 4-3 Cowboy team, but they got to make up some little space. Problem was Kelvin's weight cut. I stopped watching football when the Cowboys started sucking in the early 2000s. They did in the early 2000s. Till versus Whitaker. Cannonier versus Romero. Adesanya versus... So Cannonier, Romero. Guys, I hate to break it to you, but I think Adesanya is going to be fighting fucking Romero. He shouldn't.
I think you might be right about that.
I think that's going to happen. After I hear all these interviews, it just sounds like they're going to put this thing together. With Costa out. I mean, I think Cannonier makes more sense, but Adesanya wants something more flashy.
He said he wants to clean out the division when he was on Ariel's show today. He said he wants to clean out the division. So it won't matter when. He's going to get to Yo. It's going to happen.
Poll says first in the NFC East. Yeah, but not by much. The NFC East is the worst. We're all a bunch of bums. The Giants are driving right now.
I thought you said...
I know. I got... I apologize. I apologize. I know. I can't get distracted. It's only an hour show, but they're fucking distracting the hell out of me, and I'm not turning it off. Romero takes steroids. Romero makes no sense. Costa beat him. It doesn't make sense, but we're talking the UFC. They just had a BMF belt. By the way, I do want to jump into this real quick, back into the main event. Okay, so fuck the co-main event. How about the UFC and boxing on at the same night? All right, I want to discuss this because I know this is going to get some people flared up.
Yes.
Their hemorrhoids are going to flare up when we talk about this.
Mm-hmm.
Canelo Alvarez fights Kovalev. He beats him. Light heavyweight champion. Canelo Alvarez has belts galore. Right? Before the fight, he and Kovalev have to wait 90 minutes. 90 fucking minutes to have their fight. Canelo Alvarez made what, $35 million in that fight?
Yes.
Jorge Masvidal made $500,000. The $500,000 fight was shown in the MGM Grand, and the 35 million, is it 35? Is that what I said? 35,
37 or 35.
I think it's 35. $35 million fighter had to chill there with his gloves on for 90 minutes. How the fuck did that happen? It's 3rd and 7 right now. The Giants need to do something here. Hike the ball, and I'll continue the show. Here we go. DJ back to pass. Throws it. Short. Okay. Fuck you, Giants. Okay. So how does this work? How does this work? First of all, Dana and De La Hoya, isn't this Golden Boy Promotions, if I'm not mistaken? I think it was.
Yes, it was.
So that whole thing makes no sense to me. But Dana's got to be patting himself on the back right now. It's like, holy shit, we did it. We pay these fighters less, right? The top fighters less. And, not really, because these MMA fighters are making some serious cash now. But still not as much as Canelo.
Yeah, but one thing I was reading on was that the top tier boxers make more money, but if you're an amateur boxer, you make little to nothing at all. So amateur, like making up for all that time that they spent not making any money. Now they're making all that money, whereas fighters make $10,000 here, $17,000 there.
Yeah, but the MMA fighters in both don't make anything. Yeah. $0. But maybe I don't know. Who knows? Regardless of the fact, I made a prediction with this channel. I said that to all my boxing friends. I said, listen, in time, MMA will be a bigger sport than boxing. And I've been talking shit for forever about this, saying that MMA is the superior sport. I don't care if we have boxing within mixed martial arts. It's just a full-blown clusterfuck of beauty inside a cage. It's a fantastic sport. You get to see wins in all the variety of ways. Boxing, there's not many ways you see a win, right? There's 2. That's it. So now with this event, the BMF, and it's not even a regular title, which is crazy to me. It's this fake belt, this WWE belt thrown in there. And they have a real title waiting in boxing, and they're showing this MMA fight. Ladies and gentlemen, MMA fans, we are witnessing something here that's very special. We are part of something that's very special. The fact that your eyeballs are consuming MMA at this moment, whether you've been watching it since the beginning or you've been watching it since Saturday, it doesn't matter. You are witnessing something great here. MMA is literally taking over. It's going to become one of the biggest sports out there. It's fascinating to watch. Mm-hmm. Do you think it's going to overthrow everything?
I hope so, yeah. I really think it might. With
the worldwide appeal, I think it's going to be one of the biggest. It might be bigger than football. It might be bigger than fucking baseball. I mean, this thing is going to be huge. You don't think so?
No, I think those sports have been around long enough
You can't stop the Siberian Express.
I tell you, it might be. Roberto.
Days and bosses had that plan before. Looks bad, but Canelo was alright. He's a Nate fan. Kovalev was pissed lol.
Yeah, Kovalev. Thank you, Roberto. Appreciate it. Kovalev was sitting there in his like, what do you have? He had like a bath towel and fucking robe on, and he was just chilling, just watching it. I'd be pissed. Even if I like the fighters, I'd be like, wait, hold on a second. Well, how does this work? Why do we have to wait? Now, I'm curious the fans inside the arena for the boxing event in MGM.
Yeah.
Like, what if they didn't want to watch the MMA fight? You know what I'm saying? Like, they came there for they went there for boxing.
Pee break.
For 90 minutes?
I guess.
Did
Socialize.
I wonder if they still sold the alcohol. Like, I notice events, they stop at a certain time.
Oh, probably.
They had to. They made a fortune off of that.
Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Vlad.
35 million for a sparring match. Hard to be a boxing fan after watching guys beat the shit out of each other in the octagon.
Yep.
I was with family and even the old heads found the UFC more entertaining after calling it dirty fighting.
Mm-hmm. Listen, the BMF fight is the perfect fight for a casual fan or a fan that's never seen MMA before to watch. That is the perfect fight. It was complete carnage.
Yes.
Absolute. There was no lack of action. Like we've seen some fights. I mean, the co-main event, you could say, that wasn't great, but still there was action in that. But there's been fights where you want to, like Lewis versus Ngannou, like shit like that, where you're like, don't watch that fight. Whatever you do, don't watch that fight. These casual fans that have never seen MMA before are now forced to watch this shit. They just made new fans.
Yes,
Boxing
exactly.
literally just grew a whole nother audience.
I agree.
It's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. I can't even believe we're seeing this quick. Mm-hmm. I felt this was going to happen, but within this is nuts. Why so fast? Is Dana White a fucking genius? Is he?
I think he's could be equated as that.
Here we go. Presents coming in.
Nathaniel Diaz got manhandled.
Yeah, he did. Listen, Presents, I was rooting for Nate, but let's be serious. The first 2 rounds especially, third round you could say, oh, Nate was coming back a little bit here, but no, he was losing. All 3. So what do you think in the chat? Now, if you're a boxing fan, let me know what you think about this. And it's fascinating to me to watch. It really is. Boxing is too corrupt. Boxing is for idiots who have no life. MMA owns boxing, says Buckshot. Places Mexico, UK, and Eastern European Russian nations will always embrace boxing at the #1 combat sport. Whiskey Dragonfly, I think you're wrong. I have a feeling. And let's go back to this whole thing with what I was saying about Dana White. Whether you like the guy or you hate the guy, he's a freaking genius. This whole BMF thing, by the way.
Yes.
Did he get the first down?
Yes.
Fuck you. This whole BMF thing, okay, on paper was not working at the time, and Dana White found a way to make this thing sell tickets.
Right.
And create a buzz. Even if it's not selling the tickets, he always finds a way to market a fake belt. Roberto Hernandez.
Mystic and JBH, imagine the fans that paid $2K, $5K for tickets. They need an explanation. I think it was cool I got to see both events.
Yeah. I mean, could you imagine? They're paying that money and they got to sit there for 90 minutes and watch a sport that they're really not into? Like, there are boxing fans, and my uncle, for instance, like, he's like, I kind of watch MMA, but he doesn't like it because it's too violent. Yeah. And then they have to sit there and watch a fight with a man's face flapping off as he's on the ground catching elbows, gets fucking soccer kicked in the head, and they have to sit there and watch this. Shout out to MMA. MMA, greater than boxing. It's a beautiful thing.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I love every minute of it.
I love it.
All right, so I want to get to our sponsors real quick, and we're going to go down this card some more. Thank you for joining us. And poor JBH, how you feeling? Is it catching up to you?
A little bit.
Yeah, I can tell. You want to sit down on the couch? You want to relax?
No, I'm good. I'll go this hour. If it gets extended, I might have to bounce.
Okay.
But I'll go for the rest of the hour. I'm good.
All right, so this is what I want to do. And shout, drop the JBH in the chat. She had her root canal. She had her wisdom teeth yanked out of her face, and she's still freaking here. I don't know how she's doing it. My face hurts watching her. I want to take some phone calls. So if you save the show, let's go long tonight. Let's just have a nice open line. Talk to the people. I want to know your thoughts on the BMF. Before we do that, though, I want to talk about our sponsors real quick. BetDSI, there's a promo code MMA Hole. That's right, MMA Hole for double your money. BetDSI. Now, we lost, but that's okay. We'll play some bets this weekend. You go over to their website. You check it out. It's wonderful, wonderful. Right over here. BetDSI. Every sport. So if you want to bet football, basketball, hockey, boxing, MMA, anything, it's over at this website. We'll give you double your money. Promo code MMA Hole.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Also, Theragun is wonderful, wonderful. I used this before the gym today. Loosened my asshole up. My asshole was nice and sore. Opened it up. I puckered my asshole up into this thing. All up my ass cheeks, up my back, up my neck. It was fantastic. I feel like $1 million. In fact, every time I go to the gym, I have everyone talking to me about this thing. It's great. Theragun, you should freaking hire me, for God's sakes. Right, Jesse?
Yeah.
They should. The people are stopping me. Tell me about that gun again. I am telling you, there's a link in the description. Check it out for yourself. I love this shit. I want to have sex with it. There's Sticker Mule. And Sticker Mule, we have our promotional products that we give out to the community and promote our company with. Sticker Mule is the best way to do it. There's a link in the description. Cheapest and greatest stickers ever. Oh, no! The fook. This is from Travis Tabor.
Super chat.
All right. He drops it too, and he says, Conor will beat the fook out of George very soon. I will talk about that for shizzle. I will talk about that. Thank you, Travis, because that is apparently a conversation. So Sticker Mule, link in the description. If you have any stickers you want to make or you just want to, I don't know, vandalize or some shit, do whatever the fuck you want. Sticker Mule, link in the description. And Timeless CBD, we got 20% off. Promo code MMA Hole. And in my cup right now, like every stream, is Timeless CBD coffee. It's brand new. I love it. It makes me pumped up. I'm energized. No jitters. Let me take a sip.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Everything you need in the description down below. We have all the links there. And there's a promo code MMA Hole for Timeless and BetDSI. So check it out for yourself and lick my balls.
Lick my balls.
Now, it probably sounds naked with just me talking. I apologize, but JBH is hanging in there as she has her... What happened here? Cowboys have a free play? I need the Cowboys to lose. Okay, so let's get back into this card over here. Let's do that. I want to touch on every fight before we do save the show. Let's go to this fight over here, Wonder Boy and Vicente Luque. Now, Jesse?
Yes.
Vicente Luque, you did pick him in this fight.
Mm-hmm.
And you had every reason to pick him. The guy's on a complete tear.
Mm-hmm.
He was on, a 4-fight win streak. And he takes an L to Wonder Boy. This was a Wonder Boy donation.
You can't stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Pulse, what up?
Good showing by the UFC this weekend, but boxing is going nowhere. 2 YouTubers are going to make millions boxing this weekend. If you want entertainment, Wilder vs. Ortiz is about 2 weeks away. Can I save the show early? Break the rules, live a little.
If you would like to do save the show early, should I let him do it, Jesse? Pulse is a nice guy.
I'm going to leave that up to you. You're the one, you always break the rules and then you feel you beat yourself up. For
I like the drama at the end. I like the 5-minute drama at the end. So we're going to do it at 5 minutes. So get your donation in, and I appreciate it, Pulse. You are wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
So he says something that I'm sure a lot of people think, that boxing is always going to be the top dog. And I think you're wrong. The YouTube fight, is that this weekend? Is that Logan Paul?
I had no idea.
I guess we're streaming twice. There's a morning fight that we will talk about. And by the way, this Wednesday we have a bare knuckle show, a full bare knuckle show. Felony Charles Bennett, Caleb Harris, and Jason the Kid Knight. He's a badass, so I just wanted to give the finger. Jason the Kid Knight will be here on the show Wednesday night. And we will touch on this card over here. Magomed, how do you say it? Magomed Sharapov. Magomed Sharapov. I can never say his name. Magomed Sharapov. These Russians and their names. Versus Cater. Really good fight. It got moved to Russia, and I'm very much so looking forward to it. Cater happens to be a Boston guy. I'm not from Boston, but we're close enough, and he's in an interesting place. Zabit hasn't fought in a while. It's been a while since the Beast fought, and we're going to see what he's got against Cater. It could be one of his toughest opponents.
Mm-hmm.
You got Greg Hardy filling in, fighting Volkov. So the 1-2 punch is good, and then after that, I couldn't really care less, but we'll be live for that. Okay, so let's get into Wonderboy versus Luque. UFC 244, we're recapping it. Thank you for hanging with us, a full squad.
Who the fuck hanging with that boy?
Conor Come on, man. Don't interrupt me. Thompson versus Luque. Okay. Thompson broke his hand, if I'm not mistaken, after the second round.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's when it was. Do you remember? Did you hear him say it, Jess?
I think it was the second round.
Yeah. So he broke his hands. I think both hands he broke in the second round, and he was still flinging them things around. No fooks given. 37 years old, and he literally beat the shit out of Luque. He showed some fire. He showed some aggression that we've been missing for a while. He had this chip on his shoulder, and I love seeing these fighters when they're coming off of a losing streak, and he came off of his first knockout loss against Pettis. And here he is, comes in here, fights a dangerous, tough Luque, and beats him. It was a decision, but it was indeed the fight of the night. I loved every minute of this fight. This is the most excited I've been watching a Thompson fight in a long time. So credit to Stephen Thompson back in the mix. Now, the question to the chat, and I see someone says Cowboys touchdown. Yeah, they're going in. So you're probably ahead of us. I want to vomit right now. All right, let me take a peek at this. Let me vomit on there. Hold on, back to pass. Yep, that's a touchdown. Fuck. Okay. Do they go for two, Jesse? It's 16-15, right? They just got a touchdown. You're 22-15. Do you go for two and really put a nail in the coffin to make it a... all right, anyway. Fuck you, Cowboys! I fucking hate them! Anyway. Wonderboy is back. Fukia Wilson. Wonderboy is getting old. He's 37. He's slowing down. Wow. I mean... Did we watch the same fight? He looked so fucking good.
That was like prime Wonder Boy we saw.
This was... I felt like he turned back the clock. And with two broken hands. Now, that's something that's a little alarming to me. He's breaking his hands constantly. So even with surgeries and stuff like that, you got to think they're never going to be the same. So at 37, breaking hands all the time, how much does he really have left in the game?
Yeah.
I kind of want to see him make another run. Like, he's right up there.
Yeah.
You know? Let's see where he sits in the rankings. Take a peek where Wonderboy's at right now. Okay. Jess, how you feeling?
All right.
All right. There you go. You feeling wonderful?
Wonderful.
Poor Jesse's trying to keep the blood in her face. Okay. So Stephen Thompson dropped to number 9. Now, this changes on Wednesday. He fought a guy in Luque who is lower than him, so he's not going to move up much. I do believe he's going to move up past Nate. Does he move up past Maya? He's probably going to move up just one spot. So he'll sit around like, 8 or 9 or some shit like that. Oh, man. But let's see who you got here. You got Damian Maia. You got Dos Anjos. You got Leon Edwards. You got Masvidal. You got Covington and Woodley. You could make an argument that if Thompson could knock out another win, right, you could throw him right back in the mix for a title shot. It's that simple. It is that simple. You got Colby versus...
Boom, roasted. Boom, roasted. No. You suck.
Boom, roasted. Whoa, Marky Wahoo. What's up?
First off, I'd like to say hello. If Street Jesus gets this title at 170, it would open the doors for a super fight with him and Khabib. You heard it here first. Although Masvidal fought at 155, Khabib versus Masvidal at 170 is the fight. Street Jesus 2, gold medal.
Do you think that, Jesse? What do you think about that?
It's an interesting take on it.
Do you think Street Jesus, I mean, he is on some tear. Do you think, I mean, I do believe he probably will get the winner of Covington versus Usman. I really do believe that. So now the question is, can he beat Covington or Usman? His former buddy Covington, which I would love to see that fight now.
Yeah, I think he could.
Here's why I don't think he can. Now, he looks great. Listen, he looks like he's revamped, revitalized. He's fast as hell. He's got that power in his hands. His takedown defense is good. But I keep on thinking about that Maia fight and how Maia just blanketed him. And then you got Covington and you got Usman, who pretty much canceled out Maia. And their grappling is insane. We've seen Covington already ragdoll, a couple of years ago in an apartment. Him and Covington and Masvidal were fucking around, and Covington was tossing him around like he's a little kid's toy, like a dog toy, just flinging him around. I don't think Masvidal beats those two. I really don't. I would like to see it because it's fun. I don't think he beats him. A lot of people are on this Georgie train. A lot of people.
I can't blame him.
But Oh, man, I don't want to beat this guy. I don't want to beat this guy, but I'm going to beat him. If you go with who George beat, okay, you got Ben Askren with the knee. Right. Now, Ben Askren's already been exposed. Is he really that good, right?
Yeah, okay.
Now, Darren Till's impressive because Darren Till just beat Gastelum. Darren Till's decent. He's not horrific. And the fact that George went in there and knocked him the hell out, it's impressive. It is impressive. But is he the best Darren Till? You know, at 170, I don't know if he really was. Mm-hmm. Now you have him beating Nate Diaz. And if you look at Nate's record, I mean, he's taken some L's. He has a lot of L's on that record. Is Nate a true 170? You know, I mean, that's another thing you can talk about, too. Is he really, he's comfortable at 170, but is he really a true 170? To say now he's going to beat Covington and Usman, that's a lot. That's a lot to ask. It's a lot to ask. I think both of those guys beat Masvidal. What do you think?
I think it's possible. I think it's possible for him to beat him.
Okay, Jesse thinks it's possible. And the reason why I paused there, I was listening to you. But Barkley, just a fucking major run down the sidelines in Cowboys territory. Look at this, Jesse. Jones back to pass, a little bit of screen action, and Barkley has all the field open, phew, wide-eyed and ready to go. Barkley cutting and almost gets that touchdown, very much close, and he's probably on, the 15-yard line. Let's go, Giants. Let's see in the chat. Masvidal versus Usman, Masvidal versus Covington. Who wins those fights? Let us know in the chat right now, as we are multitasking during this beautiful show.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Masvidal will definitely KO Shushman. What up, MMA-Holes? What up, D Scuff? What? Let's all be Giants fans for 5 minutes from us. Yo, let's go, man. I tell you what, I mean, fuck. I might extend the save the show because I want to see the end of this game. Masvidal will kill Conor. We should get into that because people keep on bringing up Conor, and I don't think that fight's going to happen, but you never know. Colby beats both, but Colby will beat Usman even if Usman throws it like Robbie. George sleeps both. Fook Fluffy. Who's Fluffy? Usman, no Covington, yes. Masvidal versus Covington is the better fight. See, man. He will win. Fook the Giants. Flat, get out of here. Usman going to hug his nuts. For 25, what do we got, Jess?
Didn't catch it.
So 3rd and 10.
Incomplete.
Come on, you fucks. So it's 23-15. The Cowboys have the lead. They're playing in the Giant Stadium, and this is where we are. Wonderboy versus Conor. That almost happened at one point. They were talking about that. Masvidal versus Conor is on the table. Felony Charles Bennett is true BMF. Felony will be on Wednesday. I see Thompson killing everybody with kidney namaste babies. So I'm very surprised. I really believe, though, and maybe we'll do a poll. I really believe that you guys are just drinking the Kool-Aid now when you're talking about Masvidal versus Usman and Covington. Maybe I'm wrong. I've been wrong before, but I like watching Masvidal win. If he's a 170 champ, that'd be fantastic. Mm-hmm. That'd be so much fun to watch. But I don't see him beating the top two. Colby will ragdoll Masvidal. Conor McGregor versus Floyd. Mayweather Part 2 coming soon. All right, let's talk about it. Since people are throwing Conor out there. That was a nice play by the defense. So now you have Conor McGregor chirping on Twitter. And let's see his tweet. Let me pull it up for the people. You have him chirp it on Twitter. And, of course, he's going to talk about this BMF thing. And he helped design it and blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. But let's see. Oh, what is this? Connolly's Irish Bar? No, it's a retweet. Where is this tweet? Okay. Hey, Burger King, could I get a 3-piece with soda? A side of chicken box, please. Loads of salt and vinegar. Thanks. What do you think, Jess?
Well, Masvidal responded to this on Ariel's show. He's like, kind of like breaking apart what Conor said. He said it didn't make any sense, and he thought it was stupid and everything. It was actually pretty funny. I wish you could replay it. It was hilarious.
Yeah, Masvidal played it off nice. And he called him a bully or something like that, and he just started laughing. Masvidal's, I tell you what, Masvidal's confidence and his trash talk have worked with this whole rise. It seems like everything is coming together at the right time. Mm. When I met Masvidal, right before he fought Maya, his trash talk was super cringy, and then he took the loss to Maya. It just didn't click. But now he's on this streak. He's on this 3-fight win streak, and he is smooth as fuck. His blessing shit, everything that he's doing, the street Jesus, the super necessary stuff, it's all working. But why is it working?
You can't stop the Siberian
Because he's winning.
Express. Choo-choo,
That's why.
motherfuckers.
Choo-choo. Marky.
Best baptism besides the aspirin's knee, which was Lee taking Gillespie's soul. Has he awakened yet?
You want to go there? You want to go right in there?
Go right in there, Moss.
All right, I'm skipping. I'm bypassing Conor. By the way, DJ back to pass, and he just throws it over the receiver's head. You kind of have to go for this. What do you do? Maybe kick the field goal, Jess. It's 11:50. Yeah, you got to take the points. Don't go for it. Kick the field goal. Plenty of time left in the game. 23-15, 11:53 in the fourth. What does he do here? Right? You kick the field goal.
Why would
Actually,
he
wait, no,
overthrow
it's
it so much.
We're watching the Giants versus Cowboys as well. And this is a big game for the Giants. This is Monday Night Football. So pretty much everyone can watch this. And they are kicking the field goal. Thank you, baby Jesus. I thought this coach was going to do something really stupid. Okay, Giants about to be 2-7. Shut up. All right, let's go to the next fight on the card. And if we get Save the Show, we'll talk about Conor as well versus Masvidal, because that is a conversation. And we should get through the rest of this card, right? All right, Derrick Lewis beats Ivanov. Lewis, he said that he's told Ariel that he thought he lost. Did you hear that, Jess?
No.
Yeah, he told Ariel that when they said the decision, he thought he lost. He thought he lost the fight. So Derrick Lewis gets the win. It's a big win, and he's back to his funny ways. He says he wants to fight Alistair Overeem because he has no chin. So he wants that fight. He wants to go against Overeem. I would love to see Derrick Lewis versus Overeem. Make that, please. Make that for me. Do it for me.
Who do you think would win that one?
You know I don't pick
Come
against the Black
on.
Beast. I ride the Black Beast. Like, I ride him. I
wouldn't ride him in that fight.
I throw him on the bed. I get on top. I slide my panties down. I get on top of him. I fucking ride him every fight, Jesse. Like a true fan does. I got the Black Beast. What do you got in the chat? Beast or Overeem if that fight happens? Who would you pick Overeem?
I think I'd have to fight Brief at first, but I think I would go Overeem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know who Overeem's fighting, but, you know, with heavyweight fights, you don't even know. You don't even know these days. 1 minute, one guy's in. The next minute, they're completely out. The Giants are arguing something. I'm not sure what they're arguing about. I missed it. Lewis is a skinnier, but looks more stuck in mud. H-Town, baby. Overeem. Beast. Beast can always stick the clutch. With the clutch? Is that what you're trying to say? Overeem, Beast, me. Clutch. Tank Abbott, Till versus Gastelum was the snooze fest of the year. Really, you thought? So I didn't think it was a great fight, but I think we've seen a lot worse this year. That's my opinion. What do you think? She's like, a mouth heal, please, immediately, because I have blood. What does the blood taste like? Like, it tastes good?
Copper.
Copper? Yeah. You want to put some more gauze? You want to switch it up?
Oh, it's not like that.
Jesse's face is, you want to put some ice in your face? You want to chill?
Yeah, well, when this hour's over, I'll probably bounce.
So Jessie, she had a situation, a little situation this morning. She had her wisdom teeth ripped out, all four of them. She could have just done one side. She did the whole fucking mouth. Badass. All right, let me run through the rest of this card because we have to save the show. Okay, so we have the Kevin Lee fight now. Holy smokes. Kevin Lee derails the train of Gregor Gillespie. The gift goes in there and was piecing Kevin up on the feet. He actually looked pretty good. Marking him up. Kevin Lee stayed patient. His new camp with Faraz. All worked out. Cracks him and then comes upstairs with that shin to the face on the side of Gillespie's head. And Gregor Gillespie looked like he died. There was a death inside the octagon. And Kevin Lee, the swag is back in his steps. Kevin Lee takes the win. And yes, there are times where I've complained about the cringe of Kevin Lee, but I've always been optimistic about his skills.
Right.
And at 27 years old, if he could put the pieces together and make weight and have no problems at 170, the guy's a problem.
I agree with you. I highly agree with you. I wanted to see Gillespie win, but he was a hype in this fight, and I think everyone was sleeping on Lee, but I agree.
Now, talk to me about the staff, guys and gals.
It was 100% staff.
I don't understand. He's saying it's an ingrown hair, and to say that's not staff, I mean, please, how the hell was he allowed to fight there? Now, what is this penalty over here? What happened over here?
Personal foul.
Against the Cowboys?
Yeah.
Very nice. I like that. So it's 23-18. We have a really good fourth quarter over here. All right, we're going to do Save the Show. We're going to start it up right now. I'm going to blast through the rest of the card, and please help us out over here. I'd love to keep it going. If not, it's fine. We're going to have the show on Wednesday. We're going to do Fuko Friday, and we're bringing back Fuko Friday. How pumped are you about that?
I'm excited. I can't wait. We haven't done it in a long time.
You're going to sing with no wisdom teeth. You think you're still going to be able to pull it
Oh,
up?
it'll still sound great.
Okay. And we have the fight reaction on Saturday. Here's the deal. 3:13. Hanging with the boys.
Hanging with the boys.
Now, before we start this clock over here, thank you for joining us. Let me know in the chat if you're new. If you jumped aboard during Saturday's fights, we hit 30,000 subscribers. Look at this. Just take a look. 30,000 subscribers here on this channel. We hit our goal. So we have no one to thank but you. So thank you to the Holes.
Wonderful,
You're
wonderful.
all wonderful, wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're going to start this clock. That is the Save the Show clock, and this is how this works. Every donation that comes in, we add time. So $5, 5 minutes. $10, 10 minutes. $20, 20 minutes. We will open up the phone lines, and we will talk about this BMF card because it was
Wonderful, wonderful.
So get your donations in. Thank you for the likes, and holy shit, look at this. Did we beat the ceiling twice?
No.
We did not. So, Jesse?
Yeah?
Let's do it. 4 minutes on the clock. Get your donations in. Let's do this. Beat up the ceiling. Go Giants.
I've got 50 likes. You've got 50 likes.
We've got
50 likes. MMA-Holes 50 likes.
I've got
50 likes.
You've got
50 likes.
We've got 50 likes.
MMA-Holes 50 likes. I've got 50 likes.
Fuck.
You've got 50 likes.
No pass interference, please.
MMA-Holes 50 likes.
Oh, no.
Choke on the dick.
Oh, no. Thank you for the likes, guys and gals. And what the fuck? They just called pass interference. The Cowboys threw the ball down the field. Third down. The Giants sideline is going crazy. Let me see this again. Pick up that flag. Don't be a Fruit Loop. Let's see this again. So Baker is the corner. Oh, get the oh, he did kind of tug at the end, Jess. It was like a actually he didn't grab. He kind of
he didn't tug.
Oh, that's not a tug. That's not a tug. No, that's not a tug.
No.
That's not a tug. Oh, come on, man. Oh, get this game is such a puss game. Kevin from Chicago starts it off with a $2 donation. Jess, if you could drop that down.
Please don't make me listen to news stories I already know about. Open the phone line and let the people talk. I want to hear what their knitters have to say.
All right.
Save the show, Dillhole.
No, you want to listen to yourself talk, you fucking idiot.
Well, 2 minutes. That will cover
News you already
a quarter
know. If
of
you already
Kevin's
know,
call.
then don't fucking be here. Let everybody else hear the fucking news.
Look what you did. You pissed her off. Thank you, Kevin. Now, 2 minutes and 50 seconds left on Save the Clock. We're going 2 more minutes thanks to Kevin from Chicago. If you want to add on to that, drop a donation. Let the donations fly. Support the show. Jeremiah! What up, Jeremiah?
Sup, homies. Save the show.
All right, we got 7 more minutes. Thank you, Jeremiah. That was wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Wait, hold on. Did they pull the flag back? Wait.
I don't know.
All right, I'm sorry. So thank you, Jeremiah, for the donation. You are wonderful, wonderful. As that happens over here, let's look at the rest of the card. All right. So Corey Anderson, how about this shit? Oh, my God. Corey Anderson finishes Johnny Walker in the first round, goes ape shit, and just celebrates right in his face, spitting all over him, going nuts. Colby Covington. Yeah. Save that shit. Save that shit. Drunk Savage.
Save the show. JBH, you should have walked into the dentist wearing the MMA-Holes meth belt and like, what bitch, get these teeth the fuck out of here.
I should have.
I like that. Thank you, Drunk. Wow, another 5 minutes puts us at 12 minutes extra. 1:30 left. And, the fucking Cowboys. They're killing me right now. They're absolutely ripping my heart out. Thank you, Drunk, and everyone that's donating to save the show. Crazy stuff. Johnny Walker, the train's over. Two people that get derailed. Johnny Walker comes in, Contender Series, gets the win, and then knocks out 3 people in a row. What happens? Corey gives him a taste of his own medicine. Super chat. Bobby.
Happy 100, you crazy animals. And here is to 100 more.
You know what? Cheers to you, Bobby.
Cheers.
So that's another $2. We got 14 minutes.
Is that a safe show?
That's all right. Put it in there. So 14 more minutes. We're going now. 49 seconds left. 14 more minutes will be added onto the show. We'll open the phone lines. And if you want to save the show, link in the description or hit the super chat with 40 seconds left. We need a doozy here. Going into this card again, BMF time. We have a big win by Shane Burgos. Knockout. We have Shabazian. Knockout versus Brad Tavares. And holy shit. Those two were wonderful. Try to get Edmund on him. Reach out to him. We'll see if we get him on. We have the counter left hook by Rosenstruck. This guy over here, we had his brother on, and he's like, he's going to win. Yeah, he won. Now, he's calling out Arlovsky, too. Not Arlovsky. He fought Arlovsky. He's calling out, what's his name? Overeem as well. He wants a piece. Shukagian. Someone's looking at a title shot. Shukagian gets the win. Fantastic job. Gets the unanimous.
Wonderful.
Lyman Good gets the win. The ground and poundage over Rencounter. And the time is up. So there we go. Save the show. Thank you very much. We're going to add 14 more minutes. Thank you for hanging with the boys. And last but not least, Dawoodu gets the win, the split decision. This card here was fantastic. It was wonderful. What a card. Top to bottom, even though you had a little, dryness over here in the co-main event, it did not stop me. Even though you had this whole cut situation, did not stop me from liking this card. It was fun. It was the most fun card of the year. It was the most fun I had on a fight, a pay-per-view card. I can't remember the last time I had this much fun. What do you think?
I agree. I think this is probably the most insane and best put together card that we've had the entire year.
Okay. So I'm going to open up the phone lines. We got 12 minutes on the clock, and thank you to the generous donators coming in over here. I am going to open up the phone lines and get your thoughts. I want to hear everyone's thoughts. So here's what I have to say. Please make it as quick as possible. We only have 12 minutes on the clock. So make it get your points out. I want to get everyone's opinion here on the show. And hold on a second. Let's get this phone line going. I want to know your thoughts on the cut. And here we go. Yeah, I'm going to pause the clock. Pause the clock. Yeah, let's put it at 12 again. I'm not going to jip you that much. I'm not a complete dick until I get this thing going. What do we got over there with the Giant game?
It's on a commercial right now.
Okay. So, and thank you for joining us, 300. Appreciate it. I'm going to open up the phone lines.
We get to hear them talk.
We get to hear the people.
Kevin, feel free to throw your phone in the toilet. Everybody else, I'm excited to hear what you have to say.
You don't want to hear what Kevin has to say, huh?
No.
Why not?
Because Kevin calls into every show just so he other people can listen to him talk. Because people in his real life won't listen to him.
Oh, stop it. He loves.
That's the least I can say. He decided to say, "Oh, JB just on the rag today." No, I had 4 fucking wisdom teeth pulled. You dumb fuck.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Kevin would have called in sick, especially if he had a job where he had to talk. All right, so the Giants. Hold on, before I start this clock, 3rd and 12. Oh fuck, what a game here. 23-18. I'm going to take your calls in a second. This is what I'm going to do. Anytime something happens in a Giant game, I'm going to stop the 12-minute clock. I'm not going to keep. I'm not a dick. So I'm gonna see what goes on here. 3rd and 12. Where are we at, Jess? We're at the 47? 46. Giants 46. Prescott back to pass throw. Oh, wide open. Fuck me in the ass. All right, game's over. That's a touchdown.
Yep.
Season over.
Yep. That's okay, Moss. There's always next season.
This game is fucking ass. This team is ass. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to open up the phone lines. I want your thoughts on the BMF belt, the fight, MMA versus boxing, Johnny Walker getting knocked out, Gregor Gillespie getting knocked out. So much to talk about. When you call, I want you to be quick, get to the point, and get all your topics in, whatever, and we're going to move on because I want to get as many calls as we possibly can over here. So talk to us about the BMF UFC 244 card. You ready, Jesse, to take some calls?
I'm ready to take some calls.
Okay, I'm ready to open up the phone lines. Here we go.
Do this.
The number is 516-522-0267. That is the number. I'd love to hear your voice. And we're going to start the clock. Okay. 516-522-0267. So everyone's going to be calling in, giving me your opinion. And Jesse's your opinion on UFC 244. And there we go. I should see if this Hold on a second.
What's up?
I should check the settings here because remember when. Hold on, let me do something real quick. I'm gonna stop the clock. Let me stop that clock.
What are you doing?
I gotta make sure the settings are right. Speaker, right? Where are we at? Yeah, that's probably why. Real tech. Okay. Alrighty. I'm gonna reset the calls. Yeah, I want to get their calls in. I want to get everyone in. I'm not gonna make the clock go.
What am I gonna eat first when I can have a big meal? Today I was craving chicken wings.
Yeah, it sucks. Imagine not eating solid food. I mean,
It's the worst. Yeah, I'm hungry every 2 seconds because I can't eat a full meal. So I eat like small portions of soft food throughout the day. I'm starving. I just want a meal. I want a normal meal.
all right. The phone line should be good to go. 516-522-0267 is the number. So give us a call and let me know what you think. Just got here. What the hell is Goik on? What's Goik on?
Going on?
Try to say going on? I don't know. All right, guys. Let's see what they say in the chat as we wait
Restart the clock.
on their calls. Here we go.
Oh God, hang up on this one.
Ah, he's the king. Is this the king of the calls?
I don't want to see Masvidal fight Nate Diaz.
Okay.
I mean, is anybody surprised what happened? Nate Diaz, everyone's saying he looked good against Pettis. He looked like shit against Pettis. It's only because Pettis can't handle a little pressure. He melted. That's not going to happen to elite, decent fighters. Putting Masvidal in there with Leon Edwards. I mean, two fighters he lost to, Maya and Thompson, they're both coming off big wins, impressive wins. He could fight either of them. I don't want to see him fight Conor McGregor. I don't want to see him fight Nate Diaz. Put him in there against Leon Edwards, Damian Maya, Stephen Thompson, any of them. Let's see him prove himself on his 2-fight win streak. And my second point, Ivanov won that fight. How anybody can say otherwise, that's a clear robbery, clear as day. The two favorites of the night, Darren Till and Ivanov. Darren Till and Lewis both got gift decisions. Out of Till versus Gastelum, that was close, but still I thought Gastelum was pushing the pace. But that Ivanov, he was throwing that 265-pound man around like a rag doll. He tossed his ass over his shoulder, pushed him against the cage, took him down, trying submissions. That's just a damn shame he got robbed like that because he's a foreigner against a fan favorite. And Gregor Gillespie, what a dumb game plan. Coming there, standing and banging against someone like Kevin Lee in the first round. Stay on the outside, mix it up. Try to push him against the cage, clinch him, make him tired in the third round, then stand and bang. Terrible game plan, but I think he'll be back. Similar to Justin Gaethje, he got knocked out. He came back, and look at where he's at now. I still got high hopes for Gregor Gillespie. But Kevin Lee, he came back to what he's supposed to do. Anyway, take it easy.
All right. See, that was good.
That wasn't quick, Moss.
He touched on a lot. I got to remember what he said. So he wants Masvidal versus Leon Edwards. I think I would love to see that, of course, but that's not going to happen. Masvidal has leverage now. 3-fight winning streak. He stopped a hype train. He has leverage. He could sit there and wait for a title shot. So unfortunately, as much as we would love to see the 3-piece and soda inside the cage, it's not going to happen. Jess, do you think you can see that fight?
No, I agree with you. No, I think probably not.
All right, touching on Derrick Lewis versus Ivanov. Listen, close fight. Derrick Lewis agrees. Derrick Lewis even said he thought he lost that fight. So how could I argue? I think Lewis did enough to win, but it's close. The Gillespie fight. Listen, Kevin Lee, better game plan, and Kevin Lee, he's good. He's not bad. He's not a bad fighter. I think his head is his worst enemy. So that's what I'm going to say about that. And Till versus Gastelum. Yeah, it's a close fight. Could have went either way. I wish it went in Gastelum's way, but he fought like shit, so I'm not going to argue it. 516-522-0267 is the number. I want to know your thoughts. Let me know about the cut, too. Do you think the stoppage was stupid? Do you think that they should have kept the fight going with Nate Diaz? Do you want to piggyback off of what Kevin said? Do you disagree with what Kevin said? What do you think about what Kevin said, Jess? No comment?
I can't speak right now.
Oh, okay. All right, fair enough. Jesse's hanging in there after her wisdom teeth extraction. Don't be scared to call, by the way. I see it's 314 people. The number is right above my head, 516-522-0267.
832, you're live with the MMA Holes. What's your name? What's on your mind?
Hello?
Hello, is this Pulse?
Yep.
Hey, Pulse, what's up, man?
Pulse?
What's going on, you guys?
Listen, I could be better. I think you know why.
No, I was going to say, Johnny Walker, he took a bad loss, but he's still my boy. He's going to bounce back from this. That was I credit to Corey Anderson. That was the performance of his career, honestly, but that was a fluke. That was like Massera versus GSP1.
You think so, huh?
Again, Walker would KO him, yeah.
So you think that if they ran it back, Walker, easy win?
I think Walker would knock him out. I feel like the pressure got to him. In my opinion, he's still a contender. I'm not going to jump ship. I've not forgot. He KO'd Serkinov, Roundtree. He's beaten contenders. I think, if they give him another top 15 matchup, he'll, maybe like Teixeira or somebody, he'll show what he's about.
Mm-hmm. All right. Anything else, Pulse?
Yeah, I just want to say, Jesse, you are sky high. You can see it in your eyes.
No, I'm really not. I'm tilting my head back a lot because it's still bleeding inside my mouth, so I'm trying to keep it from drooling out. But no, I'm not. I promise.
Enjoy it, embrace it. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, I'm gonna put codeine can be fun in moderate amounts.
Yeah, we're gonna have a Vicodin codeine party. It's gonna be great.
I'm gonna put together a playlist for you to listen to. It'll be great. Shout out to all the OGs.
All right, 516-522-0267. And thank you, Pulse, for calling. Give me your thoughts here. We got 6 minutes and 18 seconds left in the show. Quick thoughts over here. Johnny Walker, Jesse, do you think he beats Corey in the rematch?
I think he's definitely going to know how to approach him differently this time, and now he's aware of the power behind Corey's hands, and he's going to respect that a little bit more. So, yes, I think he definitely has the chance.
I don't think he does. Corey's a beast. That's what I'm going with. 828, you're live with the MMA Holes. What's your name and what is on your mind?
Hey, it's Van Shipman. What's up, guys?
What's up, Van?
Real quick, 244 card, I agree with you. It was great. Great card, but I would like to see, I got cheated out of that ending on the Diaz-Masvidal fight. Masvidal looked great, but he was slowing down in the third. He was unloading and not getting that KO, and panic and fatigue kick in. That's when Diaz drowns, and I would like to see that, finish out.
All right. I want to hear more of this, too, because there's a lot of people that are saying, hey, listen, the cut was bad, but it was not bad enough to be stopped. So you would say keep it going.
If you look at pictures of Diaz, Pettis, it was the same. I mean, the same cut, other than that cut that was under his right eye. But the one above it, it looked the same. Actually, the Conor 2 fight, it looked worse.
Mm-hmm.
Vegas would have kept that fight going, but New York, nah. They stopped it prematurely. Diaz was good to go. And Masvidal should have just handed the belt back to Dana and said, okay, because it would have made financial sense for the second fight. It would be like, wow, Diaz, Masvidal wants to run it back, and I think they should have just, they made a mistake there, but,
Okay.
Interesting.
How it goes.
All right. Anything else, Van?
Get better, Jess. And Mom,
Thank you.
Sorry about your team losing there, bro.
I need some help.
Next time.
It happens every year with us.
Shout out to all the players out there. Kenshiro, Pizzle, Flat Earth. You know who you are.
There you go.
Savage.
All right.
Good night.
Thank you, Van. That's Van Shipman calling in. All right. I want to hear more of that. I want to hear about this cut thing. There are a lot of people out there that think it was a bad stop. I don't. And I was rooting for Nate. I really was rooting hard for Nate, and I wanted to see that thing go more. Selfishly, I really wanted it.
Yeah.
But I want to see Nate fight some more. And I feel if his face was ripped off, that might have been a problem. What do you think?
Doesn't matter what I think.
It doesn't matter. The Rock.
Unknown caller, you're live with the MMA Holes. What's your name? What's on your mind?
Yo, Drunk Tyrus.
What's up, Drunk?
Drunk, what up?
Not much. At first I thought it was a bad topic, but after I saw pictures of that cut, I think they made the right decision. I mean, it sucks, but what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I mean, what can you do? I mean, we could be selfish as fans and be like, yep, that's got to keep going. But we want to see Nate fight some more, too, right?
The only thing they could have done, put some Robitussin on it.
Yeah. I wish they had something.
All in there.
You would think by now they would have something like a miracle thing that, like, I know they glue it and shit like that. You would think by now they would have some miracle thing that was like the laser that you could just zip it up. Or zip tie.
Staple gun.
Yeah, or just staple to his fucking head, or I don't know. It's crazy. Technology's got to catch
they
up.
gotta fucking run it back. You know, you can't win it that way.
So you want to see the rematch?
Yeah, at some point. I mean, I think Masvidal should get the winner of Kobe versus Usman.
Okay. There you go. All right. I mean, listen, I would love to see that. And what Kevin said, too, how Masvidal should fight Leon Edwards, he should. But if you had Masvidal's leverage right now, wouldn't you chill and wait for that championship belt?
Oh, arguably, you know, he's fighter of the year now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Got, what, 2 highlight reel knockouts and then win the BMF.
Absolutely.
One of the biggest pay-per-view cards, so he's got that leverage.
He sure does. What else is on your mind, Drunk?
Not much. What? You see Walt Harris is out of his fight for Overeem?
Yeah, that sucks, man. That sucks. Will Harris, I feel so fucking bad for that guy.
Yeah, that sucks. But,
it's crazy, man. You hear that story?
For fucking Overeem's chin against that. What's his name?
What's that?
Rosenstruck?
Yeah. Overeem's chin's not going to hold up too good.
I tell you what, I'm dying to see. I hope Overeem wins and we can see a Black Beast Overeem fight. I would love to see that.
Yeah, well, Black Beast wants fucking Greg Hardy.
Yeah. Yeah, you can tell he's kind of foaming for that thing, too. That would be fun.
Oh, the fucking back and forth, smack talk.
Yeah. That would be fun. Well, I'm interested in the Greg Hardy fight this weekend. I mean, if he could rattle off a win this weekend, wow. Coming in there like a badass. I mean, a lot of people don't like the guy, but if he comes in there, hostile territory, and gets it done, whoo, we got an interesting story.
If he does something again to get fucking disqualified or something,
You think so?
I think Dana would fucking just, it's like, get the fuck out, motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean, it's not impossible. It seems like what he's trending on. But, Volkov is nasty. He is nasty good. That's going to be fun.
Yeah. It's going to be a banger.
All right, Mr. Savage, anything else?
No. Shout out to JBH and the real trooper.
She sure is.
Thanks, Drunk.
All right, Drunk, thanks for the call, man.
Glad you liked the gift, and, you know, get some of those Easy Mac bowls. They were a lifesaver for me.
Easy Mac. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll look into it.
Look into it. That was Drunk Savage. Jesse?
He was going to say later slap nuts. You know, let's hang up on him.
Later slap nuts. I said it for him. I'm going to say this. 15 seconds left in the show. I'm going to do this, Jesse.
Okay.
There are 340 people watching.
Okay.
I'm not leaving you.
Aw.
I'm going to keep it going.
You're so sweet.
I'm keeping it going. I'm keeping the show going. We never do this on a Monday night, but this is a big night. I want to hear your wonderful thoughts on the BMF fight. The Giants game is pretty much over, 30-18 with 2:34 left.
Yeah.
But because I was a little distracted in the beginning, I feel it's only right. You guys keep coming back, so I'm going to keep this party going. We'll see how many more calls. If the calls die down, then we'll shut the show down. Jess?
Yes.
If you do want to
I
chill.
will be unfortunate. I know, not unfortunate for Kevin, but for everybody else, leaving because
Yeah, I'm not going to keep you on here, but I do want to, I mean, we got a lot of people here. Let's hang out for a little bit. Not much longer. We'll have the phone lines back open, but Jesse, you want to say some final words to the people?
Don't be Kevin from Chicago.
Oh, shit.
Oh, boom, roasted.
That's terrible.
All
I might
right.
wear your belt while you're gone, though. I think.
No, you will not.
Oh, all right.
You absolutely will not.
Okay.
No, seriously, I thought UFC 244 was a good card. I thought it was a really good card, and you know, I can't complain about any of the fights. I think it was a good stoppage of the last fight, and you know, I hope to see more cards like that, you know, in the near future. Even for fight, there's another freaking fight on the field, boss. Yeah, they're getting a little agitated, the Giants. I mean, they fucking suck, and then they're gonna play the shitty Jets next week. Oh, it's a mess. This team's a mess. The coach sucks. The quarterback is a little overrated. Well, the Cowboys keep starting all the fights. Well, they're assholes. They're a bunch of assholes. All right, so. Yeah, so you do whatever you're going to do. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday. All right, so there's JBH, and she hung pretty long, I got to say. 4 wisdom teeth taken out. Her face was slowly swelling up as the show was going on. So
Shout out to JBH.
Wonderful.
Drop a wonderful in her honor. All right, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to open up the phone lines. Let's take some more calls. I still want to make them quick, though. So let's rattle off some phone calls. If it gets dry, we're going to shut the show down. 516-522-0267. And here we go. Unknown call, you're live with the MMA Holes. Name and what's on your mind?
Debbie the Downer's gone? Awesome. It's about time. I want to touch on this real
516-522-0267. Get your phone calls in, and we will talk about the BMF. We'll talk about the fights this weekend. Whatever you'd like. 346, you are live with the MMA Holes. What is your name, and what is on your mind?
How about them Cowboys?
516-522-0267. You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. How dare you? I want your thoughts. Give it to me. Give it to me hard and strong. How dare you? Fucking Cowboys. They just defeated my Giants. I'm a defeated person. Show number 100. Son of a bitch. 405, you're live with the MMA Holes. What is your name and what is on your mind?
Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby.
What do we got here?
Man, what happened to your Giants, man?
Well, listen. You can't win them all. Or you can't win any. You know?
That was shit-tastic right there.
Well, you stop. Anyway. What do you have about MMA? Anything?
Oh, man. Hey, man. Masvidal's next opponent. Since he won the baddest motherfucker belt, he needs to fight Francis next.
So you're saying Jorge Masvidal versus Francis Ngannou?
Yep, he won the baddest motherfucker.
Okay.
Now he has to fight for the scariest motherfucking belt. There's levels to this game. If you're going to make a bad motherfucker belt, now you got to fight the scariest dude in it.
Okay. I see what you say. I mean, that's really thinking outside of the box. Do you think there might be a little bit of a mismatch there or no?
This UFC one, there was no weight classes. Who cares?
Nah. Yeah, I mean, you got a good point. They made up a fairy tale belt. Why not have guys fight giant monsters?
Yeah, and then if he wins that fight, then let him fight Brock and Bob Sapp and the next fucking roided up freak.
All right. I'm down with that. What else you got?
Yeah, Nate was going to lose that fight.
You think so?
The only way he could have won was by knockout. And everybody knows Nate can't knock anybody out.
What do you think about the? A lot of people were saying, "Hey, he's going to turn it up 4th and 5th round." He even said he was saving some.
When has he ever?
Well,
he's only been in the 5th round twice and lost both of those fights.
Yeah. Well, the Conor fight was close. The second one, that was really, really close.
He lost the 4th round, I think it was.
Yeah.
Conor won that round.
Yeah, and he turned it up at the end. But
he's the only other fight that went 5, he won, and he won in the 2nd round when he tapped out Conor. So it's like,
all right.
What late 5 round? He's not a 5-round fighter. I don't know why people keep saying that.
You got a donation coming in?
Choo-choo,
And this is the Ian Lev Experience.
Why'd you hang up on the queer from Chicago? Surely you want to listen to him armchair quarterback actual pros. Bad game plan. As if this nerd knows any better.
Thank you, the Ian Lev Experience. I appreciate it. Wow, I think that was harsh. Anyway, back to Chrome.
Yeah, but I think Masvidal should fight Francis next.
Okay. All right. Thanks for the call, man. Appreciate it. I always like talking to you. That's Chrome to your dome. Swole, sexy MMA hole. So if you're just jumping in right now, we're discussing the UFC 244 card. There's a fun card this week, and well, the top 2 fights are fun, and it's earlier, so I like getting up at different times. But the BMF card was very interesting. We had the controversial cut, and I want to get your opinions on it. We have the Darren Till getting a win. We have Johnny Walker taking the L. We have Gillespie taking the L. Crazy finishes in those fights. I want to get your thoughts, and the only way I can get them is over here. 516-522-0267. JBH is in the shower. She had her teeth extracted, so she is not able to hang out that much longer, but we have a lot of people here. Let's keep it going. Let's keep the show going, right? I'm doing it for you. You're doing it for me. Let's do it together. Let's all have sex. 516-522-0267 is the number. Now, in the chat, if you're not subscribed, give us a sub. We just hit 31,000 subscribers on Saturday. 31,000. 31,000 subscribers. Could you fucking believe that? I got to put this back to 31,000. So 31,200 will let the Dragons loose again. But thank you to the new people that came into the MMA Holes community. You are all wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
I'll wait for a couple of calls. If we don't get any, we'll get it out. Shower cam, please. No, none of that. Calling in. Chrome's a wigger. Mike Perry. Fuck McTapper. All right, let's talk about that. We didn't get a chance to talk about it. I see people put it in the chat. I see people talking about it. Conor McGregor back and forth with Masvidal, right? He says, hey, Burger King, could I get a 3-piece and soda and side chicken box, please? I don't know what a side chicken box is. I never had that. Load of salt and vinegar, thanks. Now, to me, it doesn't really make much sense, and to Masvidal, it didn't either. But it seems like he's throwing a shot at Jorge. He pretty much did a number on Nate. Conor has fought Nate. What do you guys in the chat think about Jorge versus Conor McGregor? A lot of people are talking about, he should fight Usman or Covington, who wins that fight. He should run it back with Nate. He should fight Leon Edwards. But why not fight Conor McGregor? Once he was too big to fight Conor, and now Dana White's like, oh, well, we'll talk about it. All of a sudden, he's not too big anymore. I don't know. So let me know in the chat what you think. Who would win that fight if it were to materialize? If Conor decided to fight for the BMF and challenged Jorge for his fake belt. Dangerous fight for McGregor. More money fights for Conor. Chicken fries. Is that what it is? Line is down. All right, let me see if I can get the phone lines back up. I'll try to reopen it. And I'll get your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts over there. Now, Conor should be fighting Cowboy. That should be the next fight. Or Justin Gaethje. I think those two make more sense. Some say Gaethje. Some say, oh, my God. Daniel Jones just got popped. And why do I even have this game still on? I have no idea. Oh, they're running the ball back. Cowboys, another touchdown. 9 seconds left.
Wonderful, wonderful.
So great. What a season. What a giant season. I mean, you got some rookie woes. You also have some coaching woes. This coach is horrific. If you're a Giants fan, I think you can agree. We have the worst coach ever. Maybe the Jets coach is a little worse. Okay. Let's try it again. 516-522-0267. I think a lot of people are calling in. That's why it's getting jammed up. Let's see if that works. All right, thoughts on Conor versus Jorge. I want to say, now, this is not going to happen, I don't think, but you never know. If Conor lost to Justin, he should retire. Okay? Monster could be worse. I'm a Bengals fan. Oof. That is pretty bad. Jorge would seriously damage Conor's future pay-per-view draws potential after he beats him to death. And I agree. I think that is a very risky fight for a Conor McGregor. And if you think about this, when it comes to McGregor, he wants to take these fights. He doesn't give a shit. He's reckless. He'll fight Khabib. He'll fight this person. He'll fight that person. And then he starts calling out Frankie Edgar. So I think he realizes that he's got to take a little bit of a safer route in. Cowboy Cerrone's no layup, if you think about it. Now, I know Masvidal ran over Cerrone, but Cowboy Cerrone still has the most wins in UFC history. He's not a fucking bum. Even though he's coming off of 2 losses, he's not a bum. Justin Gaethje's on a tear. So he's no layup either. So those two guys over there, you could say, yeah, Masvidal's going to run over him, but you could also make that argument for the other two. So it's not like he's coming in. This is really not a tune-up fight for Conor. Even if he fights Cowboy, that's not a tune-up fight. It's a tough fight for Conor. I thought it was tough before. I think it's tough now. Conor's been out for, 3 years? That's a hell of a lot of rust he's got to shake off. So, I don't know. I think the phone lines are down, by the way. And that kind of sucks. So I'm going to talk to the chat. You can keep trying to call at 516-522-0267. Oh, here we go. 210, you're live with the MMA Holes. What is your name and what is on your mind?
Motherfucking Moss, the most handsome face in MMA.
It's true. It's true. Jose, what up, man?
Boy, I have to come and check in with you, man, after the UFC 244 BMF went down, baby. I had to check in.
It's been a minute. What's going on?
Oh, man, I just want to first of all say that I love you and the MMA Holes. And so my big takeaway from this weekend, as much as I hate to admit it, man, Jorge was definitely winning the fight. He was dominating. However, I was really watching the flow, and if you could tell, man, Nate he got a couple little licks in at the end of the third, so it was like he was about to turn up. And the thing about Nate, man, is
for some fucking weird reason, like, Nate really has this mindset of, like, okay, the third, the fourth. And then if you remember, he was talking about he had, like, a little knee injury, but he didn't want to back out of the fight.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a good possibility that Nate was going to make it just a fucking classic fight of the year, and everybody would have just fucking loved it. But I don't know, man. I really don't think he would have been able to beat Jorge unless somehow he fucking, like, dazed him and got him down and submitted him, because Jorge was winning on the scorecard. So I think what we really were dissatisfied with is that we wanted a definitive end.
Yeah.
And I think that what would have happened, like I'm saying, that I think that Nate would have just made it into a fucking dogfight where, you know, at the end, Masvidal would have got bloody too, and we would have been happy with that. So I think that was a disappointment. And the other big takeaway, God damn, Darren fucking Till. You know what? I was impressed, man. Not with his fight, because that wasn't, you know, the greatest fight ever, but I like his post-fight interview, how he was brutally honest. He talked about how he was terrified, and, hey, man, props to him. You know, back-to-back losses. He got fucking murdered by fucking Masvidal, and he went and took the opposite of an easy fight. He went and fought fucking Gastelum, and everybody was saying Gastelum was a lock. I did not imagine any scenario where Till didn't get KO'd. That shit was crazy. Props to Till.
Yeah, I got to say this. This is a new Till. This is a new Darren Till. He is more humble. He is being real. He's at a healthy weight class. So it's going to be interesting to see what we can get out of this kid.
Well, yeah, and you know what, Mas? Here's the thing about Till, man. He kind of fucked up because he had an opportunity to call out Adesanya and get a fucking title shot right there and then, because right now 85 is all tangled up. Costa's fucking hurt. Yoel Romero, you know, he already fucking challenged for the title. He's like, what, fucking, he's lost his last three out of 4 fights.
Mm-hmm.
And then everybody, it's like, there's nobody else that's available. So they're going to give Till the title shot. There's no other fucking fight to make. He should have just, you know, taken that opportunity on the mic. But I agree, though. The humility, the way that he expresses himself, the fucking honesty. If you don't like him as a fan, you're fucking out of your mind. And then the last thing, too, holy shit. Staph infection, Kevin Lee. God damn, that was one for the ages. He fucking set that up so fucking beautifully. That was like the perfect combo. And, you know, Kevin Lee, man, with the staph infection, and he still went in there and did his thing against a big old fucking hype train. I feel bad for Kevin Lee. I really think if they made a 165-pound division, he would be right there. He could be a fucking champion at 165. He's right in the middle, man. He just has that weird body.
I agree. We got a donation coming in. This is pound of weed in the mail.
This call was sponsored by La Primeria East Los Homes. Don't look at me, pupit.
Well, I'll be waiting for that pound of weed. Send it address down below. Thank you for the donation. Yeah, so back to Kevin Lee.
Yeah, Kevin Lee, you know, unfortunately with him, he's kind of strange because, you know, he's not really like too tall, but he's fucking stocky. He looks like a little bodybuilder.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's hard, man. He's not really a 70-pounder, but he's really not a 55. You know, it's like, man, I feel bad for the guy. He's kind of in between.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, I think with this fight, he's going to restore his confidence, and maybe we'll see good things with him at 55, but that's one of those things where, man, I wish they had a 65-pound division for him. I guess the last thing is just what kind of happens moving forward with, you know, with Diaz and Masvidal. Do you think that this fight will happen mid next year? Because I don't know if you heard today, Masvidal said that he's out till April.
Yeah,
man, Masvidal, he's out till April. That's what he just announced.
Yeah, so all right, and I'm gonna end it on that. Thanks for the call, Jose. Appreciate it, man. So Jose coming back in there, hitting it strong. So Masvidal being out till April kind of solidifies what we're saying here. This guy has leverage. He's gonna heal up. He's gonna pick the fight that works. And to run it back with Nate Diaz, yes, you're gonna sell some pay-per-views. I'm sure they're going to throw out another pay-per-view card. You could do a BMF rematch. You can make whatever the hell. The UFC now can make up whatever the fuck they want. And at first, I did not like the BMF belt, and I'm still like, it's too WWE. But if it's a good fight, if it's fun to watch, and it sucks that it was down to that cut, If it's fun to watch, I'm still cool with it. So as much as I was complaining about the actual belt, I honestly don't give a fuck about that belt. I just love the fight. The fight was fun. So if they run it back, I could see them making money off of that. I just don't think it's the move. As much as I would love to see them run it back, I don't think it's the move. You have a chance for him to challenge for the 170 strap. He could fight he could get the McNugget fight. Right, Connor?
Yes, sir. My foot was up a leon.
There's just so many options for the guy. Or if they start a 165-pound weight class, you could fucking say, hey, Jorge, you want to see if you could do that? Because that would be perfect for Jorge. That'd be a beautiful weight class for him. So I don't think they're going to run it back. Now, there's a lot of options with Nate, too. You can throw Nate in the mix in a lot of other fights, too. I'm going to wait to see. Nate's going to need surgery on that face. How long is Nate going to be out as well? I just don't think they run it back anytime soon. Let me know what you think in the chat. Good call, Jose. 516-522-0267. I like this. I like the fiery calls. I like the 400 people watching, hanging with the boys.
Hanging with the boys.
It's a good flow. If we can get a lot of phone calls, like different people calling in, I would do a specific show just for phone calls. No lie. I would do a separate show, just phone calls, and take the people's thoughts. 519, what's going on? What's your name and what's on your mind?
Hey, what's going on? It's Ryan. I just had a potential opponent for Nate Diaz for a BMF match or an OG match.
Okay.
What do you think of Dan Hardy?
Oh, he is coming back. He's been saying that forever. But I think, doesn't Dan Hardy want Pettis or something? I think that's what he was saying he wanted. But Dan Hardy versus Nate? Fuck yeah.
Sorry.
No, go ahead. Yeah, keep going.
No, I was just thinking either of the Diazes would be either of the Diaz for Dan Hardy I think would be, I think they're both in the same category for their career wise. Like they're not washed up, but I think it'd be a competitive fight. I mean, Dan Hardy had a title shot and so did Nick. I just think there's something there anyway.
Yeah, that's not a bad one. I'm not against it. And thanks for the call. I am not against that fight. What do you think in the chat? Dan Hardy, he says he wanted to come back for so long. He's constantly saying he's coming back. And then I hear a little birdie says that he's, I think it was on the Luke Thomas thing. He was saying that Anthony Pettis was the guy that he was looking at. The last time he fought was 2012. 2012. He's 37 years old. You might be like, oh, he's over the hill. But you know who else is 37 years old? Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. Stephen Thompson's 37 years old as well. So Dan Hardy coming back versus Nate Diaz, I kind of be cool with that. I'd be cool. But will Diaz be cool? That's the question. I'd like it, but would Diaz be cool with it? 516-522-0267. Let me know in the chat. Yeah, easy fight. Pettis and Diaz. Yeah, he's on Xannies. I think Nate learned how to squeeze every penny of his worth out of the UFC. If he's got a fight to get rich, so be it. Nate's about the cash. He's about the coin and the fun fights. And I like that. Unknown caller, you're live with the MMA Holes. What's your name? What's on your mind?
Masvidal's looking for easy fights. McGregor and Diaz, easy fights, big paychecks. He doesn't want to fight Leon Edwards. Doesn't want to fight Maya again, Thompson, Ponzinibbio, any of the top dogs. He didn't mention Usman or Covington. He wants to run it back for easy fights, big paychecks.
100%.
Masvidal's time is coming.
Yeah.
If you go back and watch that, look, Ben Askren isn't too impressive after Askren got destroyed by Maya. And Darren Till was sucked out. He was a zombie walking at 170. Masvidal isn't as good. He should have got Pettis out of there. He couldn't even finish Pettis on one leg, hopping around. Masvidal, you're a bitch.
All right, thanks, Kev. There's Kevin. He's back. Hey, you might hate Kevin, but I tell you what, he calls every show. Every single show that's out there, it could be about Legos, and he'll call in and give his opinion. So I can't hate on Kevin. But it's true. Why wouldn't he take the easy fights, right? If you're in Masvidal's shoes, you're 34 years old, you look better than ever, you're on a 3-fight win streak, you stop the hype train of Darren Till in his tracks, in his home country. This is a grappling bout. That's bullshit. Ben Askren, you do this knee, the quickest finish ever in UFC history. Now you're on top of the world. You shut up the big mouth. You shut up the other big mouth and Darren Till, the hype train. And then you go in there, you win a fake belt against Nate Diaz, a BMF belt. The Rock is putting it around your fucking waist. You're 34 years old. You couldn't even sniff a title. If you beat Maya, you were in the picture and you failed miserably. And here you are on a 3-fight winning streak. You take the big fights. You take them. Now, he did he had that 3-fight winning streak versus Pearson and Ellenberg, and he ran over Cerrone. And you could think, okay, he's in the picture. But then the Maya fight was shit. The Thompson fight was shit. I tell you what, I would love to see him run it back with Thompson. But that's not a big money fight. So right now, Masvidal is in that league of his own. He's going to look for the coin. 516-522-0267. 410 watching.
Wonderful, wonderful.
346. What's your name? What's on your mind?
Yeah, I just had 2 quick things, if I could. They're saying Dan Hardy's coming back, and if he fought Nick Diaz, who do you think wins?
Man, it's so hard because Dan Hardy hasn't fought since 2012. I would probably still go with Hardy. I think Nick Diaz is fried right now. I think he's completely fried.
Yeah. It's been a while for him too.
Yeah, but I mean, how could you pick that fight? I mean, it's like a coin flip. You don't know what the hell you're going to see.
Okay, and then lastly, why did they bench Eli again?
Get out of here. You know what? I agree. I fucking agree. Why did they bench Eli? Fucking Giants. Just lost to the Cowboys tonight. He's right. He should have started against the fucking Patriots. Maybe Daniel Jones will be something, but I'm not on that train. 818, you're live with the MMA Holes. What is your name and what is on your mind?
It's Henry.
Hey, Henry, what's up, man?
Well, I'm calling in because I cried when Johnny Walker died on that one. Man, I was gonna max out a credit card on that one, and I was just like, restraint. Let's just put down $50.
Okay.
But are you going to be watching the KSI Logan Paul?
You know what? So that's this Saturday, correct?
I'm sorry, the connection's so bad. I just wanted to list off the BetDSI odds.
Okay.
I can barely hear you. It sounds like we're both under a bathtub. KSI is at plus 170 and Logan Paul is at negative 220. So I was looking at the Darren Till. They had him. I'm almost certain at negative 200.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry, not Darren Till. Kevin Gastelum at negative 200.
Yeah, he was the favorite.
That's giving you a good idea about what goes for a good negative 200 fight. You know what I mean? For people wanted to put that into their calculator.
Okay.
And that's pretty much all I had to say about that one.
All right. Thank you,
Thanks
Henry.
a bunch,
Appreciate
guys.
it. That was a good one. So, okay. I know a lot of people don't want to talk about KSI and Logan Paul, but here's the deal. Okay. These two are YouTubers. For those of you that are, over the hill like myself. Some of us don't live under a rock. We don't know what's going on. But these two are making their pro debut. They fought once before, and it was on some YouTube like boxing thing. And I don't know where they're showing this now. I don't know if it's on a DAZN thing or what streaming service it's on. Help me out in the chat. But Logan Paul is a minus 222, and I would say this. I would say that is a fucking layup, unless this thing is fixed and they want to run it back a third time. Logan Paul looked fantastic against KSI. Now, I can't even believe I'm even talking about this, but this is probably, I think this happened Saturday night. We're going to be streaming live for the UFC fight in the morning. Listen, we're probably going to be streaming for this as well. So if you want to just cringe and watch a fight reaction to this, it's probably going to happen. But I would say that's a really good bet. The only reason why I wouldn't put money on that fight is something is telling me that they are going to fix some sort of, make this a trilogy. You know what I'm saying? That would it would make so much money for this fight to happen a third time. Even with Logan Paul talking about him going to MMA and all that bullshit. So, yeah. Taylor, man, you're fucking salty. Stop being so salty. We're giving you extra show. So just cut it out. 516-522-0267. You're live with the MMA Holes. Unknown caller, what's your name and what's on your mind?
Yo, I'm back.
What's up, drunk?
Not much. So, breaking news are coming out with the blackest motherfucker title between Derrick Lewis and Mike Perry.
That's just not fair to Derrick Lewis.
But
Yeah.
what do you think about Corey Anderson? What Dana was saying about him, about all his crybaby shit.
Corey Anderson, what did Dana say about? I didn't hear that. What did he say about Corey?
He was saying Corey's bitching that the UFC was like out to get him. They wanted him to lose. They wanted Walker to win more. Because fucking nipples ain't fucking marketable.
I did hear that. So one thing about Dana White is he has no shame in throwing his fighters under the bus, and he literally just he's just like, this guy's a baby. He's a crybaby, this and that. Even if he did cry, why don't you highlight the parts where he looked great? Just talk about that. He looked great. Maybe Dana White was upset that he derailed the Johnny Walker train. Maybe that's what it was. But he did kind of throw him under the bus. Even if he cried, capitalize off that big win.
All right. So you think he'll get the next shot or what?
No.
Like Reyes?
I don't think he will. I would like.
He said he wants to be released if he don't get the shot next.
Yeah, honestly, if Corey Anderson asked to be released, I think the UFC should do it. Because honestly, where is he? I mean, yeah, you can go to ONE FC, you can make some coin, this and that, but he will literally fall off the face of the earth. Let's be honest. I'm sure if he wants to make a lot of money and be irrelevant, then go for it. But I mean, right now, Corey Anderson should just try to keep his cool. He's probably not going to get the Jones fight. I mean, the way the UFC is right now, he's probably not going to get it, right? I mean, Jones. Do you think Jones wants to fight Corey Anderson? That doesn't sound like something he would be interested in.
Yeah, I agree. So I didn't check Jones' Twitter. Did he say anything after Walker got knocked out?
Oh, shit. Let me look. The last I saw, I didn't see anything, but let me double check. Let's see, John Jones.
Sure, he's laughing his ass off.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's probably pissed because he probably thought he could fucking smoke Johnny Walker. Let's see. So he's talking about this. Steve makes a terrible call. As a result, I'm an undefeated fighter, blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Not everyone can handle the limelight. Corey Anderson. So John Jones retweeted Corey Anderson, and then ESPN, Corey Anderson. Oh, you know what? Yeah, John Jones. He puts out a retweet of Corey Anderson celebrating and just puts a face palm. It was pretty cringe.
Yeah. Yeah, I meant that.
Oh, fucking A. Johnny Bones Jones. I don't know. Would you be excited about that? I mean, listen, I think Corey Anderson deserves a title shot. I think with that kind of win.
Yeah, of how he handled Walker.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could do that to Jones. Who knows?
But, do you think he's got the tools? Do you think Anderson's got the tools to put out John Jones?
Yeah, he might after that last performance. I mean, he was able to nullify Walker's reach, get in there.
Yeah.
He'd do the same thing to Jones. But Jones is a fucking dirty-ass fighter. He'd probably find a way. Fucking eye pokes or knee kicks.
Yeah. It was 4-fight win streak. Walker, Latifi, Teixeira, Patrick Cummings. Man, I mean, listen, that was very impressive off of Johnny Walker. But this is what we've seen of Johnny Walker. Like, a combined time, how many first-round finishes did he have, like, seconds in or a minute into the first round? And then we had the decision on the Contender Series. We really got nothing to see of Johnny Walker. Like, if you really think about it, yeah, it's exciting, his finishes, but they were so quick. What else does he have? And Corey Anderson exposed him, really. So I think Corey Anderson saved him the humiliation of John Jones. That's what I'm going to go with.
Yeah, like I said, these fucking knockout artists, once they get in there with the champ, they come up short.
Yeah. All right, Drunk, anything else on the minds?
No, that's it. Don't cut me off this time.
All right, say it.
Later, Slop Nuts.
All right, thanks. Is Drunk Savage or Drunk Cabbage, whatever you want to call him. OG Hole, he's wonderful.
Wonderful. All
right, let's take a couple more calls and we'll wind this thing down. I really appreciate your company tonight. It was a lot of fun. Shout out to JBH for trooping it and doing her thing. She's great. And she hung out majority of the show. She had her wisdom teeth taking out, and we'll have her back Wednesday. Wednesday, we have Felony, Charles Bennett. We have Caleb Harris. We have Jason. I was going to say Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd, the NBA player, the former NBA star that was on the Nets. Jason Knight. He's the Kid Knight, but Jason Knight is going to be on the show. He's on the headlining fight. He's fighting Artem Lobov. He's going to be nice enough to come on the show. 3 banging interviews on Wednesday night. We're going to talk about bare knuckle, and we will talk about the UFC as well. Also, I want to say this. We have a giveaway. The Randy Couture hat, signed hat, along with the Timeless CBD rub and the shirt, that can go to you. If you want to win one of those, you have to subscribe to the channel. You have to like our last video, the fight reaction, UFC 244, and just drop in the comment section of that video who is your favorite fighter. At the end of Wednesday's show, we'll pick a winner. All right, let's take a couple more calls. 516-522-0267. We'll take it 10 more minutes and we'll wind it down. I had a good time. If you had a good time, hit me with the ones in the chat. 405, you're live with the MMA Holes. What is your name and what is on your minds?
I'm back. I'm Black.
Welcome back, Black. What's going on, Chrome?
Hey, man. Hey, I know what happened, man. I know what went wrong with your Giants.
Okay.
It was that fucking black cat that came on the fucking field.
Yeah, what the hell? Jesse was yelling in the other room. She's like, it happened for the Mets and they won the World Series. Well, it didn't work for the Giants.
Jesus, that fucking cat came on. And shit went south from there.
Didn't it look like the cat from Pet Sematary? Didn't it look like they buried it and it came back to life?
Oh, dude, where did it come from? It just appeared out of nowhere.
It was fun. If you don't know what we're talking about, Monday Night Football, the Giants play the Cowboys, and then I don't know if it was before the half or after the half, the cat jumps on the field, this black, mangy-looking monster, and they're just chasing it around, and it was kind of creepy. A little after Halloween. Let me see if I get a picture of this thing. What did you think? Were you spooked out?
I was like, oh, man, this is getting bad. It was just Halloween, too, a couple days ago. Oh, yeah, this shit's getting bad.
I'm going to put a picture of this thing. It's not MMA related, but it's fucking hilarious. There's the cat. This thing was pissed. Like, this thing did not give a fuck. Like, he was about to take, or she was about to take out the whole fucking crowd. Angry cat.
Hey, man.
Damn. Spooky.
Jesus Christ. I think there was Jessica G coming in to ruin the fucking game.
You think Jessica G is a shapeshifter and she wanted to take out the Giant fans?
She wanted us to see her.
Yeah. How the fuck? Yeah, how does a cat get in a football game? Like, how the fuck? You think he had tickets? You think the cat had some tickets? Or?
I don't know. If you notice, nobody tried to fuck with it.
Yeah, I don't want a piece of that cat. Oh, man.
Nobody tried to. They let it run around. Nobody did shit.
The fucking thing was shaking.
Any other cat, they tried to catch it. They didn't this time. They said, hell no, we ain't fucking with that.
I tell you what, the Giants could use this cat as a running back or a receiver. The thing that moves.
A quarterback. That's the fuck they need.
Whatever. All right. Anything else, Chrome? Thanks.
It could be worse, though. It could be worse. You could be a fucking Browns fan.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Listen, I can't complain as a Giant fan. I've seen enough. I've seen a lot of wins, a lot of championships, so I've seen enough. But I need more. You know.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else, buddy?
You know, I think they should sign Air Bud next, just
all right.
for the rest of the season.
Thank you, Chrome. Air Bud. All right. We'll take one more call. One more, and then I'm done. I've had enough. I love you guys. I love everyone in the chat. You're all wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
All right, last call, 516-522-0267. If you're not subbed, give us a sub. Why not? Big show tonight. UFC 244 we were talking about. And let's make this the last one. Unknown caller, what is your name and what is on your mind?
Corey Anderson is Leon Edwards. They're both the same people. They get no respect. They just keep winning. Kind of puts the respect on Corey Anderson and Leon Edwards' name.
Okay.
They deserve the title shot. They deserve the next big fight.
All right. All right. Thank you. 516-522-0267. They do deserve it, but we're talking about the UFC. 516. I mean, the UFC is all about the super fights. What makes sense? Does the champion want to fight this one or that one? I'm with you. But I don't know if he was going to make another point in there. But I want to get another call in, for God's sakes. 516-522-0267. One more call. One more. Do it for me. Give me a fresh voice. Give me a fresh voice over here. Hold on a second. Oh, fuck. 250, you're alive with the MMA Holes. What is your name and what is on your mind?
Chris, brother, this is Two Joints calling. How are you doing, my man?
Oh, Two Joints. What's up, man?
Hey, just a quick call. Like, I'm following the rules. Just a massive shout-out to Drunk Savage, Flatters, all the Vigos, Staley, all my guys, man. And a big shout-out to you and JBH as well. Just making our nights all the time, brother. What else can a guy say?
I tell you what, Two Joints, you're a goddamn celebrity. Thank you for the kind words.
Wonderful, wonderful.
And one last thing I'd like to say is I told all those motherfuckers about Jorge, man. He's a different animal. Nate was probably the best matchup he ever had, and then Usman, he's going to eat him up for lunch too, man. Just you know, if they listen to you, me and Chris, they're going to go a long ways, these humanoids. But Jorge is a killer, man.
He sure is.
What else can I say?
He sure is. Thank you, 2 Joints, for the call. There is the 2 Joints.
Wonderful, wonderful.
There was like 3 people calling in, and I was trying to navigate. And should I take one more? Poor NH is trying to get in. And try to slip in. 516-522-0267. Let's see if we get NH in. What do we got here? We got 832. You're live with the MMA Holes. What is your name, and what is on your mind?
Yeah, what do you think would happen with that cat if it ended up at Kenshiro's house?
Probably dead. Probably. Kenshiro probably would have. I mean, the cat wouldn't stand a chance. 516-522-0267. The MMA Holes, you got a girlfriend? Yeah. Oh, look at that. There's a girl named JBH. She fancies me. I think I'm going to have sex with her. And H, we got you in. You're here. You did it. You made it. All right, we're going to leave it with you. You're going to be the anchor of the show.
The anchor.
That's right.
Wasn't there some great fights? 241. Man, that was just great.
Did you watch it at the casino?
Yes.
Nice. Oh, man, they must have been loud.
What's funny? The football games were on Oregon Ducks.
Okay.
So we weren't on all the TVs.
Really? Oh,
and
shit.
they wouldn't let us, but they know us, and my family's there too. So they had one TV for us.
Mm-hmm.
So that's I got to watch the prelims on, and then I also got to watch the fights. They switched it over, so.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
Spoiled.
If they're showing this fight during that Canelo Alvarez fight, right? If they stop that event, and they won't stop it for the Oregon Ducks, I think there's a problem.
They did switch it over at 7 to all the TVs. Thank heavens.
Yeah.
I was like, man, Oregon Duck people, whatever.
I would have been like, who the fuck wants to watch the
And this other table were just like, put the fights on, damn it.
Yeah. Well, did the Ducks win?
I don't care. I don't know.
Fuck those Ducks.
I'm a Beaver. I'm a Beaver fan.
Yeah. Yeah, I like Beaver too. I think all the guys like the Beaver.
Fight.
Yeah.
I was just so excited. I was sad that they called it on Nate, but I could see why, because it was a good cut.
Were you upset though?
Fight.
What was the feeling at the casino? Were they upset? Did they say, "Oh shit, they shouldn't have stopped it," or what was everyone saying there?
Oh, everybody's pretty upset. Yeah, everybody's like, no.
Yeah. Could you imagine being there though? Oh my god, the crowd must have fucking lost their shit. I mean, even The Rock walked in all weird, and he was like, "Oh, that's odd."
Yeah, because he didn't really want to win like that. You know that.
Yeah.
Well, they want to keep on going, but you got to think of his health too, like we were saying. I love Nate too, and he might have came back in the later rounds. Who knows?
Yeah. I tell you, if that was a 5-round war and Nate came back the next 2 rounds, if he found a way to finish, or, if he just won the last 2 rounds and it was like went by a decision or some shit like that, it could have been one of the greatest cards ever, and it would have been a BMF. Like the BMF. The last 2 fights on a card are so important. So important, because I always think about UFC 196, how you had the card was ass. We were booing. It sucked. And then you had Miesha Tate choking out Holly Holm at the end. And then you had Nate Diaz coming back in the second round, choking out Conor McGregor. It totally turned, and everyone was just talking about this card forever. Those 2 fights are so important. And this was it wasn't the reverse, but the card was so fiery. And then you had that Till Gastelum fight. And then you had a great fight going into this cut stoppage. And it kind of took a little air out of the sails,
Yeah, the Till fight.
But still a great card, though. A lot of fun.
I thought it was boring, but...
Yeah. You didn't like it, huh?
I didn't think it was... Yeah, I didn't like it. But Gastelum didn't look like himself either, but...
Well...
I don't know. It was pretty boring. I thought Till could have done more, but... Oh, well. It just...
Well, I think he did what he had to do to win. Like, I think he was shitting his jocks, I think he had some nuggets in his jock strap. What do you think about Wonder Boy? I mean, what a fight with him.
Boy. Oh, that was so great. I was just like, yes, he's back. Yes.
It was great.
I was like, oh my God, he's looking like he did. I'm like, this is so exciting. He just picked him apart. I was like, I was listening to you guys' commentary because, of course, they did not have the sound on.
Yeah.
Game anyway.
Well, we're more
so
important.
I was listening to your commentary and I'm going, watch Mike, watch this, yeah. Ooh, watch him come in.
The guy still got it. He still got it left. I hope he can fix those hands up. I hope he could stay healthy, and I want to see him make another run. I really do.
That would be good.
Yeah.
That
All right.
would be good.
Any last words, ANH?
I just love all the MMA holes, and that was so great. You hit over that 30K. Yes, we knew you could do it.
Yeah, baby. That's right.
That was great.
It was. Oh, I felt good. I got a little emotional. My penis got a little, I felt the blood going to my nether region. It was great.
There were so many people. One time I saw like 17,000 on there, I think.
Yeah, it was a good night.
Watching this head on, yeah, and then down, up. But, man, that's a lot. I was like, yes!
It was so cool.
We did it! We did it!
Oh, shit.
Oh,
It's JBH.
Moss, I hope you know no BJs for a while now. Get off so I can get on Fortnite.
That's definitely her, right? What a way to end the show. All right. My God. I got to get off I got to get out of here.
So you play Fortnite.
Yeah. All right, Ann. Listen, thank you for the call. We appreciate it. And any last words to the peoples?
I just want to say you guys are doing a great job. Keep up the great work. Love your show. Love you guys. Love the MMA holes. Just keep it up. Keep going. I won't forget you guys, and hopefully you won't forget all of us. And
Never.
you get more and more famous, but
Never
hey,
forget.
That's good.
That's why we have the second
Okay.
channel. We'll have that. We'll keep that nice and small so we can hang out. How's that sound?
In the little Moscow.
Yeah. All right, NH. Thank you, and have a great night. All right.
All right, you too.
All right.
Bye, Chris.
There's NH. Well, listen. If you notice, there's Kainoto drawings over here. We put them on the wall. May not match our wall, but who cares? They're great. So even the cock, me hugging Conor McGregor's cock over there.
My foot was a balloon.
Can't really see it, but that's there. And got Jesse and myself. Shout out to Kainoto. So yeah, that's it. The CES video. It should be done editing tomorrow. What we're gonna do is we're gonna have 2 shows on Thursday. Well, Jesse's going to do her fight briefing, so definitely stay tuned for that. And then we're going to premiere the CES one right before it. So we'll premiere the CES video. It's a 9-minute video of our coverage of CES. It was a good time. And then we'll go right into fight briefing. So you get to get 2 shows on Thursday. As we grow, we're going to give back more. We're going to keep on pumping out more content. We're going to keep on hanging out with you guys and gals. We really appreciate your support, and I feel that we are unstoppable at this point. I really do. As I'm on the wrong screen. We are unstoppable, 31,100 subscribers. And counting because this thing is a little broken. 3,210 subscribers on our second channel. There is no stopping the MMA holes. Quick shout out to our sponsors, BetDSI. Promo code MMA hole for double your money. Get your bets in before the fights this weekend. Theragun. I'm going to hit that before bed. I'm going to hit it right before bed. Right all over my body. Link in the description for that. Sticker Mule if you want to get some stickers done. Link in the description. Great, wonderful stickers. And don't forget about Timeless CBD. Get that CBD. I'm telling you right now, put it in your body. It will change your life. And you got 20% off. Promo code MMA Hole. Well, why am I so... She didn't fix... I look like a manlet over here. That's the manlet screen. Why am I so fucking... There we go. Let's put myself in there. Because it's never on me. It's always on JBH. I got to put it on where... the money grabber, JBH. So I guess I get to say this. It's been a while since I've done this. I don't know how this works. But we'll see you maybe on the second channel tomorrow. I don't know. And there's a link in the description for that. But we'll see you definitely on Wednesday for the bare knuckle boxing. If you're not into bare knuckle, just watch the show. You're going to love these guys. We have some crazy personalities coming on Wednesday night. And don't be an a-hole. Be an MMA hole.